the ultimate wrestling experience got in the ring tonight in Dawson County, but it wasn't just about the pin.
How is this for wrestling talent? You've got Kevin Nash, AJ Styles, both superstar wrestlers, both coming to Harrisburg.
UWE, Ultimate Wrestling Experience, held an event at Sports City. Well over 1,000 in attendance.
We did a show in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, man. I had a great time up there, man. The outfit that I went up there and worked for was just really unbelievably good. The show was packed out, standing room only.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to definitely make sure that you never forget it again.
Here he comes, the Hungarian hero, a man who's no stranger to gold here in Central PA. And the fans showing the respect for Laszlo Arpad, a guy who's had a somewhat of a rough relationship with the fans from time to time here in Central PA, but nonetheless, he is here, the crowd is cheering, and we are ready to see what Laszlo's going to do. That guy, he's coming to us from Pittsburgh, coming in quick.
He's coming in hot.
From Pittsburgh, a guy who's held championships all over the Keystone State and the Mid-Atlantic, really looking to make his mark right here in Central PA.
We haven't seen Andrew Pallison in Central PA for quite some time. I know he was maybe the second, maybe third Pro Wrestling Empire show.
Yeah, it's been a minute since he's been here, but he is ready. A few streamers in the ring for him, but ball of energy. Hopefully he doesn't wear himself out before the bell rings here tonight.
What a great entrance theme song too. Andrew WK really getting the crowd pumped here.
Yeah, he's doing his best to get them up and out of their seats. These fans, they think they'd show a little more enthusiasm, but what can you do?
Laszlo having some fun here with his opponent.
I usually walk the walk and I don't talk too much because everybody talks too much.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong there.
Guys, Michael Lendo couldn't make it. And it seems like they replaced it with an old foe of mine. Guys, Andrew Pallison and I had the most hard-fought battles in the Pittsburgh area 2 or 3 years ago over 5-star wrestling in one time. We may not love each other, we may not be buddies, but sure ourselves wrestlers, we earned each other
That's what it's all about there. These guys.
Now this title is not a toy. I am a world champion currently. And that's a good world champion, a fighting world champion. If Andrew Palace agrees, if Harrisburg, Pennsylvania agrees, I'll put this title on the line right here, right now.
Wow, an impromptu world championship matchup.
Was not expecting this.
It's hard to imagine that Andrew Palace would turn down the opportunity.
So out of nowhere, we have a world championship match on our hands, guys. What a way to kick off the show.
Absolutely. This obviously for the World Domination Wrestling Alliance World Championship.
You have to think Laszlo is pretty confident in his chances here. He had no reason to put the title on the line unless he felt that he was going to walk away with the win.
Yeah, Matt said he's a fighting champion. A fighting champion. We will find out if that.
Having some fun with referee Aubrey Rose here, one of the officials sanctioned for this show. Longtime foes. Andrew's ready, Laszlo's ready, and we're underway.
Bell rings. What a way to start a night to remember now. Officially, we got a world title championship match here.
Laszlo showing off right here. Maybe we'll get a little muscle show from Andrew. Andrew giving up some height to Laszlo.
Laszlo about 6'5".
Fans asking for the referee.
Oh, look at that! Welcome to the gun show.
And if having an impromptu World Heavyweight Championship match wasn't enough to show you that anything can happen, Aubrey Rose getting cheered in Harrisburg, PA, truly proves that anything can happen in professional wrestling.
This night is off to a hot start.
Again, collar and elbow tie up there from these two great competitors.
Laszlo Arpad in the pre-match saying that they don't necessarily like each other, but these guys tore Pittsburgh apart a couple of years ago. They definitely have earned each other's respect. And I'm really expecting to see these guys go pound for pound, back and forth, maneuver for maneuver.
Absolutely.
Here tonight.
Laszlo going right to work on the wrist and the arm of Andrew Palace. And he knows with the height advantage, maybe even a little bit of strength advantage for Laszlo, that breaking down his opponent is going to make sure that WDWA Championship stays with the Hungarian hero.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Laszlo has been hitting the gym a lot. He's up to 220 right now, so he definitely has a weight advantage over Palace.
Yeah, not to take anything away from Palace, but if he gets into a physical fight here, it's not going to go well. He's going to have to rely on his speed to counter a lot of what Laszlo throws at him.
And a great counter by Palace, and now going up high, a big backhand.
What a spinning back fist there.
A great counter by Laszlo. And two guys that, they are no stranger to each other, so sometimes in a matchup like this, you will see two guys that can almost predict what the other one's going to do next. A big chop in the corner from Laszlo Arpad.
The crowd silences to hear that chop.
You can feel that one back here.
Oh no, Palace taking a tour of the ring here.
Those chops just echoing through the PA Farm Show complex here.
A little stronger, a little deeper every time. Those chops in the corner.
Laszlo a little ambidextrous, throwing chops left and right-handed there in those exchanges.
Laszlo does not like that too much.
Some open hand palm strikes to the chest of Laszlo Arpad.
Trading chops. And again, that right there shows the strength disadvantage that Palace is in. And speed there from the Hungarian hero.
Super chops there in the corner. And again,
the referee's got to get control of this one.
wearing the chest of Andrew Palace out.
We said Laszlo had the power advantage, but he was taking some of Andrew's speed tips there too, using it against him.
Look at this, the impressive strength of Laszlo on display. Blood rushing to the head of Palace as he comes crashing down to cover. 1, 2, and no. Only 2.
That could have done it. A move like that really can disorient a wrestler, having the blood rush to their head in a stalling suplex.
Absolutely, get dizzy as well. Palace with a counter, big running strike in the corner. Laszlo maybe dazed a little bit. I think probably caught off guard too that he didn't pick up the victory with the pin attempt. And a spinning DDT. The big hook of the leg. Only 2 there.
Palace is going to have to do more to keep the big Hungarian down. These guys know each other very well. I think they're just testing the waters, seeing if anybody's going to give anything tonight.
And Laszlo does not want to give up that championship, only capturing it less than a month ago. So he's going to defend it, but he wants to hold on to it. Big elbow strikes now, belly to back attempt. Palace with the counter brings the big man down. That's where Palace has to keep him too. The big running drop kick there. But Laszlo right back up, dazed but back up.
Palace definitely has to rely on his speed here. You cannot outstrength him. Wow, what a German.
Wow, and Palace just bounces back up. He catches Laszlo in a big move.
Back and forth. These guys are ready for this.
My goodness. What action here in Harrisburg.
Man, just suplex after suplex these guys are putting each other through.
Laszlo with a burst of energy himself.
Oh my gosh, right on the head of Palace.
I think Palace took that one hard.
I think Laszlo was maybe looking for the sword of Attila. It didn't land this time. Laszlo getting a little frustrated. Caught both guys.
Solid right hand there.
Absolutely. Referee checking on both of them. They might both be out. This may be a no contest.
Somebody has got to answer the count of 10. It's a great time. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this match originally scheduled to be Laszlo Arpad and Mike Orlando.
Absolutely was.
Arpad didn't have time really to prep for Andrew Palace.
Yeah, Mike Orlando not here. You know, we hope he's okay, and obviously it would have been a great opportunity for him to potentially have a World Heavyweight Championship matchup here tonight, but Palace answers the call.
Night of surprises indeed. Look at these two.
Yeah, tough situation when your first match gets changed just a couple hours before the show starts, but these two are really giving the fans a lot.
Just paintbrushing each other right now.
Get the ice packs ready after this one. The strength, the blows, the physical attacks from both competitors. They want that world championship. And a big running knee from the Hungarian hero. He is getting psyched up now and picks him up. He's looking for a power slam. He's got one there. A hook. Only 2.
Just a 2 count there. I think this is the first time in the match we can say it's tilted Laszlo Arpad's way.
Absolutely.
Laszlo is in control.
Definitely been an even contest up to this point, Ryan. But Laszlo gaining a little bit of control and starting to break his opponent down. But a little counter here by Palace. He's not ready to give up yet.
And when you rely on your speed like Palace does, when you get worn down, that takes away a lot of your offensive options.
Sure does.
Raining elbows in the back of the head of Laszlo and a knee.
It's Seguri. And Laszlo down to a knee, not the whole way down.
Palace is going to try to muscle the big Hungarian up. That's impressive.
A pile driver. Very smart hook in the leg closest to the rope. Only 2. Laszlo gets up there. That was pretty close. This one getting closer to a fall, but we still have not crowned the champion here, whether it will be Laszlo retaining or Palace walking away with the WDWA World Heavyweight Championship.
What a great way to kick off a night to remember.
Fans cheering on Laszlo. They want the Hungarian hero to walk out with the title.
Laszlo able to put the brakes on there, and again, that's just the size of Laszlo Arpad.
A little bit of an elbow. Side suplex here and another.
Laszlo has his fingers locked. Can he go for the trifecta?
I had a buddy hit the trifecta with the Kentucky Derby last week. I haven't heard from him since, though, unfortunately.
Dirty victory there, Jim.
Sure is. I'm sure maybe we'll have some of those here tonight, but time will tell on that. And here we go. Here it comes.
He unsheathed the sword.
Palace able to counter, but there it was. Sword of Attila. You know what that means.
That spells
there's
victory.
One, there's two, there's three, and Laszlo retains the championship. What a contest, though. Palace gave him everything that he had and more.
Great victory there for Laszlo Arpad, and a great way to represent really what tonight's about. Laszlo's wrestled in so many of these promotions we're honoring tonight. UWE, Legacy, PWE, PPW, ACW. He's been all over the place. So it's great to see Laszlo Arpad kick off tonight victorious.
And yeah, as always, Laszlo Arpad has always been a fighting champion, always been a fighter, always been a grinder, so it's only fitting that the show starts with him retaining his championship. And there you see the victorious Hungarian hero, Laszlo Arpad.
Fans really got a treat here to open the night with the title match. Laszlo and Andrew just both gave it their all. We're in for quite a ride here tonight, guys.
Sure has. And what a great lineup we have assembled here tonight for a night to remember. We've got open challenges. We've got a great singles women's match with Ali Rex taking on Tess Valentine. The wild cards are going to be battling South Philly's finest. A big SSW, CCW tilt, and not to mention, tonight somebody's walking out with a Money in the Bank briefcase to any promotion that they want.
Absolutely. And there it is. That's exactly what this match is all about. A great show of respect from two longtime foes battling for a World Heavyweight Championship. Laszlo the victor, but again, Andrew Palace, he came here to make a statement, and he is absolutely 100% on the radar here in Central PA. But again, the WDWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Hungarian hero, Laszlo. And here we go, guys, an open challenge. Shane Malice announced a few weeks ago that he was coming to Central PA tonight, that he was coming to the Farm Show Complex, and that he was going to issue this open challenge. And you have to wonder, with all of the companies represented, all the superstars that have been a part of all of these great companies, if this is really the wisest move for Shane Malice, because he truly has no idea who's going to be coming down that aisle.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, weighing tonight at 225 pounds, the King of the North, Shane Malice.
He looks confident.
He looks very confident,
I will
James.
say that about Shane Malice. He looks very confident coming into this one, and I guess if you're going to issue this sort of an open challenge, you have to be confident. You have to be aware that anyone could come down that aisle and answer the call.
He said he didn't care who it was. Anybody can come out. Anybody tonight. Shane Malice is very confident in himself. They're going to make us wait. I have no clue who it could be. There is a locker room full of guys, though, ready to celebrate tonight. Who could it be, Jim?
I have no idea. I was trying to find out.
These guys have some history. If this is who I'm thinking it is, James, this goes back to the UWE. I'm talking back when UWE was running like baseball stadiums. I'll be damned. Jim, that's the Latin Spider.
Shane Malice absolutely beside himself.
James, it's almost like Shane Malice has seen a ghost from his past.
Shane felt disrespected, felt like he should have been on the card, said he'd fight anyone, but I do not think that this was what he had in mind when he put that challenge down.
It absolutely is not.
And again, this is why you have to be careful. Anytime we've seen open challenges, anytime you've seen a competitor get in this ring and say, I'll take on anybody in the back, you have to be careful what you wish for, because Shane Malice is the confidence we saw in him when he came out to this ring. It's shook.
That's gone. That is gone. The Latin Spider, again, from Puerto Rico. 5'7", 170 pounds, a staple in the UWE, making his return.
Absolutely, this is a guy that has definitely made his name for himself here. The fans remember, and look at him, he's trying to welcome Shane into the ring. Shane not accepting it.
Yeah, Shane not too quick to hit the ring now, it looks like. Little history lesson on the UWE, the Ultimate Wrestling Experience, founded in 1998. Based from Central Pennsylvania, kind of reincarnated into the pro wrestling empire at one time.
Like you guys mentioned, that confidence is shook. I really thought Shane would come out here and kind of destroy whoever just because he was motivated by being disrespected, but now he just looks stunned, he looks unready, he looks off of his game.
Absolutely, and the match officially underway, and Malice tried to lure the Spider in, but the Spider wasn't having it. And the action hot and heavy here to start this one. And the real question I would love to know is how at what point did Spider know he was coming to do this, and who did he tell? Who was aware of this? Because you got to think he was ready. Shane Malice not ready.
Yeah, absolutely. There is zero preparation for the Latin Spider from Shane Malice, but the Latin Spider is fully prepared for this. You can tell at the early stages here, just all the momentum is on his side.
Suicide dive to the outside from the Spider onto Malice. Throws him right back in the ring. Smart idea there, but Malice very intelligently.
Malice is quick,
but Spider is quicker. Absolutely. Here we go. Spider getting the crowd into it here. The Spider is on for a big chop to the chest of Shane Malice. There you go, maybe getting the fans involved. Oh, a young kid right there delivering a vicious chop to Shane, and right again.
I don't know if it's the nostalgia, I don't know if it's the high-flying moves, but the Latin Spider has gotten this crowd into this match. They are 100% in his corner.
The Latin Spider will do that. Speed and intensity here from the Puerto Rican star.
Absolutely, he's trying to get the fans into it even more than they already are. Spider off onto the apron.
Nice counter there by Shane.
Absolutely. Again, these two guys, no stranger to themselves, battled on City Island years ago under the lights where the Harrisburg Senators play, and the Mayflies fly.
They sure do there in the beautiful baseball field there. Malice back in control again. Great time drop kick to the legs of the Latin Spider.
Yeah, maybe some of the familiarity coming back to Shane now, because that was a very well-timed counter, kicking the ropes.
There we go, throws the Spider off. Spider goes to counter. Shane gets a little confused. Oh, here we go. Going up high is the Latin Spider.
Not where Spider wants to be.
Absolutely not. He counters out of it. Both these guys now getting a little angry with themselves, maybe a little frustrated.
Wow, Jim. Matt, did you see that? That was a power bomb to the knee.
Yeah, knee right to the spine. Latin Spider is not feeling well right now.
That is a chiropractor visit next week for the Latin Spider.
And again, thank you to Lingelstown Chiropractic, one of the great sponsors of A Night to Remember here. I'm sure they will be getting a call from not just the Latin Spider in the days to come here. Get in there and get readjusted.
I think I need to visit the chiropractor after watching that.
Just after watching it.
Absolutely. My bell got rung on that one.
Jim, I'm just trying to observe here. There's something in the right leg of Shane Malice sticking out of his knee pad. Do you see that? Is that a...
That's a great observation, Ryan. We'll have to see if whatever that is comes into play.
No!
Oh! A huge crash into the center of the ring. And it's over.
That'll do it. The Latin Spider.
What a finish to this matchup. Again, Shane Malice issued the open challenge and ends up falling victim to an old foe from the UWE. The Latin Spider welcomes himself back to Central Pennsylvania. Uh-oh, here we go. Malice.
Slid a cherry. Come on, referee, get in between them. Do your job.
I think his job's over, Ryan. The match is over.
Damn it.
Right in to the midsection and a dangerous shot to the back. And Malice showing no care, no remorse.
I guess that's what happened when you lose your own open challenge.
He just shoved Zach Carlucci out of the way.
Yeah, the frustration just boiling over here for Malice. He felt fully confident in himself, didn't go his way, but now he's going to take out that loss on Latin Spider.
What is
Tim, we call that a sore loser. Somebody get out here.
Would somebody stop Shane Malice getting a table out now?
Come on.
From underneath the ring. Just an unbelievable poor sport.
Referee Zach Carlucci pleading with Malice to just not do this. But I don't think any words are going to stop Shane. I think someone actually has to come
Carlucci
stop him.
can't stop Shane Malice. Carlucci's not a competitor.
Shane feeding off of his crowd.
This is absolutely uncalled. And again, the disrespect from Shane Malice to the official Zach Carlucci. I know the match is over, but you should.
There you go.
Oh, that Spider
Fight back, Spider. Oh, now this is not where Shane. Now I'm game.
This one not for the faint of heart.
This not where Shane Malice wants to be. Spider's going up. Spider.
What goes up must come down. And a splash into the table into Malice.
I don't know if the table even broke. We're doing it again.
We're going for round 2.
There we go.
And he finally got it. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
That is an old Puerto Rican proverb. The Latin Spider. What an impressive showing here tonight. A night to remember indeed. It is now a night to remember for Shane Malice.
Yeah, not the way he wanted it to go down, but he certainly did put a stamp on the night. I guess we could say that.
Welcome back, the Latin Spider.
Absolutely. Clean up aisle 4 for the staff here. For a night to remember, the Latin Spider victorious over longtime rival Shane Malice. I guess he'll probably think about doing an open challenge again anytime soon.
Amen.
Great action here in Central PA. Allie Rex, of course, no stranger to Central Pennsylvania. somebody who's no stranger to our commentary table, the first real mermaid, Tess Valentine.
Correct, spent some time with us at a PWE show. If you're a wrestling fan from the Central Pennsylvania region, you are familiar with this lady here, Tess Valentine, the first real mermaid of professional wrestling.
Definitely a former PWE women's champion.
She's held quite a few titles throughout Central PA, some of the ones that are going to be honored here with the Men Who Paved the Way ceremony later. So certainly someone that the fans know, as you can see with the appreciation they're showing with the streamers coming our way.
Yeah, a little punk rock version of Under the Sea.
Yeah, look at that. Good, great pickup on that one, Ryan. We're getting ready to kick off this women's action.
Hey, we are going to be joined here by Mr. Paul Bowe. Paul, welcome to the table, my friend.
Great guys to be here. They booed me.
They did. They are hardcore Joel fans. But hey, you steered out of the skid. You did very well, and now you're joining us here at the commentary table for what will be a great women's match.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a great women's match. You talk about two women that are so highly traveled. Allie Rex, Tess Valentine, they've wrestled all up and down the East Coast, all over the country. It's going to be a very evenly matched here, bout, should I say here. Tess Valentine now playing to the crowd. Allie Rex, you know you don't have to ask for attention with Allie Rex.
That's for sure. Allie Rex, the first ever PPW Women's Champion. Paul, let's talk about that for a moment. When the division was established back in 2017, Allie Rex was the first champion.
She was our first champion, yep. Held the belt. Christina Marie did take it off her. Now our current champion is actually Mercedes Martinez from NXT.
Absolutely. What a huge name in independent professional wrestling.
What a great women's division we have at PPW, and we're always trying to build, looking for those athletes are all over the country. The women's wrestling is so much more evolved now than it was a couple of years ago. You see so much more athletic women in there, and it's just an absolute pleasure to watch.
Really, really is. And again, Allie Rex, when she won that championship, the names read like a who's who. She beat Sammy Pandora, Riley Crow, and newly signed AEW wrestler Nyla Rose.
Absolutely. All right, here we go in matchup. Allie showing her gymnastics ability, former cheerleader, with that cartwheel right into the wrist lock on Tess Valentine. Tess says, anything you can do, I can do better. Tess, another one with that gymnastics background, very athletic in the squared circle there.
Definitely is. We have Tess Valentine, again, wrestled all over the place too. UWE, ACW, PWE. Has she wrestled up in PPW, Paul?
Yep, she's absolutely been there a couple times. Hard girl to get a hold of. She's always booked. That's what's a good thing. Couldn't get her there. Now went for the rear waist lock, back to the side headlock now. Tess Valentine. Allie giving up a little bit of size to Tess, and Tess is going to use that to her advantage.
Yeah, definitely. It's always an interesting thing in these sort of matches to see, who's going to get the upper hand in the early going and try and get that quick near fall.
Two quick foot sweeps and a cover by Allie Rex. Tess said, not tonight. And kicked out. The early minutes of this match, guys, I think we're going to see a lot of feeling each other out. No one wants to make that crucial mistake. If they do make that crucial mistake, that could be lights out.
That could be tonight, and nobody wants to be on the losing side here tonight. A night to remember, the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex here in Central Pennsylvania. Tonight we celebrate Central Pro Wrestling history.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here. What a beautiful historic building here at the Farm Show. Looks great for a wrestling event here. The lighting looks great and everything. Big whip off the ropes by Allie, ducks down. Went for the wheelbarrow. Nice side takeover by Allie Rex.
Great athleticism there by Allie Rex, and now in the corner with some strong action.
Big whip now, a reversal in. Tess looking to charge. Up and over. Allie throws her out. Oh man, big right hand caught her right on the bridge of the nose.
It's a vicious forearm from Tess.
Tess rolls in off the ropes. Very innovative offense and a lucha arm drag by Tess. Allie right back with an arm drag.
These guys are so evenly matched. This is what professional wrestling's all about.
Absolutely, and you can see both girls mirroring each other moves there. They both went for the drop kick. Now we'll reset back to stage one.
Yeah. Great action. The fans showing their respect for these two great competitors right here in Harrisburg, PA tonight.
Both of them have some familiarity in the area too, so it's not going to be one-sided advantage with the crowd. They're going to have to feed off of their moves.
Absolutely. The crowd is split down the middle. They're chanting, let's go Tess. They're chanting, let's go Allie. Nice drop kick by Allie. Backs Tess into the corner. Once again, that cheerleading ability there. You can see the athletic ability. Delivers the forearm, went for the bicycle, missed.
It's like each one knows what the other one's going to do.
Well scouted here. Both these women able to do moves I've never even thought of in the ring.
Absolutely. Allie knew right where she was. A little smaller ring here at PWE. Looks like a 16 by 16. Not typically the 18 by 18 where they have a little bit more room. It's a lot easier to get to the ropes. And Allie knew right where she was and got over to the ropes. Tess floats over, shoulders down, cover, hooks the leg, and a kick out at 2.
Something to keep an eye on here. It looked like Allie may have been limping just a little bit. I don't know if something caught up there, but it's something that Tess has to be aware of and take advantage of.
And speaking of injuries for Allie Rex, just about 2 years ago, she tore her ACL and I believe MCL, serious surgery on her knee. Took about a year off and came back, and she still wears a brace on it. There we go, matchbook cover and a kick out by Tess, but a knee injury, coming from someone who's had a knee injury, you're never 100% healed. It's a little bit of tweak, and you can always throw that knee right back out or tear it.
Right, Paul, that injury's with you your entire career. Absolutely right.
Yeah, and it's something they're always aware of, and I think your natural inclination, too, is to kind of protect yourself from re-injuring again. So it's something that I think Tess wants to take advantage of big time.
And you can see Tess did her homework. She went right for that knee, and Allie's favoring the knee bad.
Yeah, early on, it didn't seem like Allie was even thinking about it, but that small tweak, and now it seems like that's all that she's focused on. Tess is really focusing on it as well.
Tess rolls through now, torques the knee back into a one-legged crab, it looks like there.
The first real mermaid implying the crab hold there.
You can see the pain on the face of Allie Rex.
Just so she doesn't start singing Under the Sea.
Hey.
I promise I won't. That's one thing I can guarantee. No singing from me.
I'll tell you what, Tess Valentine's had a great 2018, really building into that with 2019. 2018, she knocked off stars like Jessica Havoc, Ray Lynn, Casey Carlisle, Jenny Rose from Ring of Honor, and Vader Scott, just to name a few. She really, really wants to keep the momentum here tonight.
And the list that you just mentioned, that's the who's who of indie wrestling. You talk about a high talented list right there. Allie delivers a big forearm right across the chest. Tess once again right on top of her. Either girl is giving each other an inch.
These guys are so evenly matched here tonight.
Because they know everybody's in the building. All eyes of Central PA are on this event here tonight. So they want to not only make an impact here at this show, my goodness, but everywhere in Central Pennsylvania.
Nice matrix move there by Allie Rex. Has her up.
Tess, watch out.
Oh, man, spin around. Variation of the 570 up in my area to 717 down here. Shoulders down, kicks out at 2.
Wow, I thought that was a 3.
Yeah, near fall, but I did see Allie grab that knee again, so it didn't look like she could fully connect, probably why she couldn't get the 3 count there.
Absolutely, and she kind of delayed a second when she went for the cover, and all it takes is that 1 second, and Tess got her shoulders up off the mat.
Couple of body shots there from Tess, creating some space.
Beautiful duck under there. Now right back to the wrist lock. Oh, man. Wrenched her, planted her. Shoulders down, floats over, hooks the leg. Kick out at 2, and I'll tell you what, I thought that was it for Allie Rex. She looked over at our table here, guys. She looked like a deer in the headlights. She was dazed and confused.
She sure did, but referee Aubrey Rose says it was only a 2 count, and this match does continue.
Tess scoops up Allie, up for the fireman's carry. Tess showing tremendous core strength. Allie trying to fight off with everything she has, elbows. The back and, oh, there she goes, she hit her with the spear. Floats over, 1, 2, 3, Allie Rex wins it.
Allie Rex picks up the victory with a spear she calls the Rexecution.
I'll tell you what, guys, Tess Valentine for most of that match dominated a lot of that match. Allie Rex, we talked about it earlier, whoever was going to make that first mistake, it could be the fatal one. Tess took her eyes off for 1 second, and Allie hit her with the spear. Allie Rex victorious tonight here at PWE's Night to Remember.
Yeah, it's all it takes. It just takes one second, one moment you let up with the great competitors and all the action we're going to see here tonight. I mean, Tess looks dazed. Tess looks confused as to exactly what just happened. Sign of respect here from these two women.
Perhaps we'll see it again somewhere some other place. Great matchup here, women's division at PWE.
Absolutely. The victorious Allie Rex.
Hey, Paul, this was fun. You want to hang out a little bit more with us?
I'll hang out with you guys as long as you want.
Fantastic. We still have a star-studded lineup for the rest of the night here tonight. We've got tag team matches coming up. We've got Money in the Bank briefcase matches. We've got some grudge matches. Sean Parr, Eddie Smooth. Night is just getting started.
see you in a minute. You know, when you think about everything that's happened here in central Pennsylvania, you have to pay tribute to the right people. And right now I want to start with Tate Hammer. Tate, Atomic Championship Wrestling. This man is hitting his 19th anniversary next week. Tate, thank you for everything you've done for central Pennsylvania. But when you have Tate, you have to go back even further. Mark Best, ladies and gentlemen. This man right here, no one will ever know what he has done for central Pennsylvania and realize that if it wasn't for him, none of us would be standing here tonight. So thank you, Mark. 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 You know, you want to thank Mark Best, and then there's like 3 letters that come to my mind, and everywhere I go, I can't get away from it, and it's CCW. This is a guy who has literally called me, texted me, and done everything he can to support me and give me advice in this business. And for that, I am forever grateful to you, Jay Money. While not just when you created with CCW, it's alive and well. And I would have to say it's only getting started. Thank you, Rob. 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 Thank you. But if you're thinking about tonight and some of the matchups, you say CCW, they're going to be fighting another company, SSW. Hey, you gotta give it to SSW. The heart is there. They have welcomed me in their locker room. It reminds me of being a part of a brotherhood. So SSW, thank you for everything you have done for Central Pennsylvania. PPW up in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. A company that when I have gone to these shows and I've watched the talent and the way the company's ran, it brings back so many memories. Memories of some really great days here in central Pennsylvania, days that are still ahead of us. PPW, thank you for all you do. Fans, if you don't know PPW, check them out. Hazleton, Pennsylvania. And then, you know, we're here in Harrisburg, and there is a company that is keeping wrestling alive here in Harrisburg, and that is Revolution Wrestling Federation, RWF. Thank you. You know, I mentioned this next company kind of wants to make me dance. I think of a psycho, a sexy psycho, if you will. Adrian Bliss, Mallard Pro Wrestling, you're nothing but class acts. Thank you for everything you have done. Sexy psycho! Sexy psycho! Sexy psycho! Outbreak Wrestling. But when you create these memories, you build a legacy. So Adam Lothar, oh, he's here tonight. Because you guys believe he's helping his best friend run this show. Adam Lothar, thank you! So the reason why I brought you guys out here tonight is, first of all, Chance Tucker, if you fans missed the days of LCW, what a rush. Chance Tucker, class act, thank you, my friend. That's fantastic. A guy who in the middle of the night would pick up the phone and call me and say, Kevin, are you doing okay? I can help you this way. I can do this, I can do that for you. I will be forever grateful for all your knowledge and all your help. Thank you, my friend. And then you have Colin Bright. A couple years ago, when I thought my dream was over and the UWE shut down, this guy believed in me. And he didn't just believe in me, he went as far as you can go in giving me an opportunity. And we created some great memories. Hell in a Cell, Morgan's, the NWO, Ric Flair, Eric Bishop, it just continues on. So I want to thank all of you for everything you've done, and thank you, fans.
All right, guys, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I just want to say, first off, I really missed everybody. I've got to say, man, looking around here, you never cease to amaze me, my friend. This will indeed be a night to remember, and I'm truly honored that you took a moment to invite me to be a part of this show. Secondly, I want to thank all of the other promoters, all the other men and women involved in professional wrestling in this area for the same reasons that Kevin mentioned. There would be no wrestling in this area if it wasn't for you. My gratitude, my respect. You guys have it. So I want to keep it real with you guys for a second. I want to explain something to you. You see, last October, I had to make a very difficult decision related to PWE. Being an adult sometimes isn't very much fun, right? But I'm going to keep it real. You see, my wife, earlier in the year, she had a miscarriage. We found out later that she would require surgery to help correct some of those issues that she was having. It was devastating to us. Needless to say, I had to put things on hold, focus my energy where it needed to be. Happy to say, surgery went well. All that's in the rear view. Thank you. So, that being said, I need something to do. So, if it's okay with everyone here, I'm going to make a quick announcement related to PWE, and then I'm going to turn the microphone back over. PWE will be back in October to pick up where we left off. And you better believe we'll be bigger and better than we've ever been. But I tell you something, that's not it. I don't want to wait until October. So Kevin, I know this is a night to remember, and if it's okay with you, my friend, I talked to the PWE champ Sean Carr backstage. I talked to his opponent Eddie Smooth. The three of us agreed their match tonight should be for the PWE heavyweight title. What do you say?
You fans want to see the Pro Wrestling Empire Championship defended tonight? Whoa. Look, I
promises.
8 men, 2 managers. This one's going to get out of hand real quick.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I don't know that the squared circle can hold you. Get Joel out of there, for God's sake.
Yeah, Joel, save yourself. Head for higher ground. I believe this is going to start as some form of a tag match where tag should matter.
Sure.
But I'm not sure if it's going to last that way.
I don't believe it will, Ryan.
I would be shocked if we see a single tag in this match. It's just going to be an all-out brawl, I think, when the bell rings.
There's a lot of big boys in this one. There's a lot of things I didn't want to see.
That is true.
In this one. But
we've got SSW standing tall here in the ring, and CCW circling like sharks. Malcolm King, I love his shirt. I love crackers, or I love soup, but he hates crackers. That's what it is.
Cool.
He's a big boy there. You got Mr. Ping.
You know what else I feel bad for and feel sorry for? The ring in this one.
This is going to be a tough one here, folks.
Rob Noxious firing up the CCW half of this crowd.
You got to think the crowd's going to turn in his favor soon. Noxious always rolls deep to these things. He's got quite a posse always.
Yeah, no doubt Richie Nightmare showing his love for the SSW side of the crowd.
Ping Stefan Ramon.
Is that a heart in his chest hair?
He was manscaped freshly tonight for the match. Jim, it's a night to remember. Why wouldn't you want to manscape? I manscaped.
Oh, there's some things I did not need to know, Ryan.
You want to see?
I don't want to see.
That's fine.
Please keep your shirt on, and anywhere else you may have been scaped. But, I mean, it's a good heart, I guess.
It's a great heart.
It's a great heart. He's got a big heart. We'll say that. He has a big heart.
Inferno, CCW.
CCW is getting the crowd riled up.
Maybe that's all we're going to do is just get the crowd chanting here and everybody be friends.
At some point, I thought there was supposed to be a match. Somebody tried to pants Richie Nightmare. More things I didn't need to see.
There is no love lost, though, between Inferno and Richie Nightmare in this match, too. On the same team.
Yeah, that's
These two don't always see eye to eye.
Always the tough one with the pose down by Rob Noxious here. But yeah, you have old rivalries. I mean, on Team CCW, an old rivalry of Stefan Ramon and Mr. Ping have battled all over Lancaster and elsewhere. So you got to hope that these teams can hold it together themselves.
Absolutely. I think last time we were in Harrisburg, Mr. Ping and Stefan battled through the crowd during intermission and had to be separated by security.
Yeah,
we'll see how they do as a tag team.
I think you're right. I actually think security separated them to get them into Ubers to get them here to this show. So it's definitely going to be an interesting contest.
Yeah, this one's going to be a wild one, and it's really cool here. All of these competitors have competed in more places than just SSW and CCW. We've seen these guys compete in Atomic Championship Wrestling, in the Pro Wrestling Empire, in Legacy Wrestling. It's great to see
Lancaster Championship
in
Wrestling
LCW,
as well.
Absolutely.
Not only that, TJ Mathis is really establishing his acting career as well. He's got a second movie trailer just dropped called Volkov.
Very good point. You have to wonder then, has that distracted him any from his in-ring career? Or are we going to see TJ Mathis at the top of his game here tonight as they lock up with Mr. Ping?
Getting the better hand in Mr. Ping right now. A big chop. And if you got to be careful. If you're going to start trading chops with Mr. Ping, you're going to have a long night. Ping! What a kick there from Mr. Ping. The athleticism of a man that large is astounding.
If people know how to throw chops, it's those trained in the Fort Knox's training facility for CCW.
Absolutely, and a tag there from Mr. Ping. Stefan Ramon now in. TJ far away from his teammates. Drop toe hold and a big leg drop onto the back.
I think Stefan looks great here tonight.
Strong kick out from TJ Mathis. And again,
where'd that mulleted freak go?
I think he's wandering around here somewhere, probably yelling at a crowd or playing a Poison song or something like that. Mathis with a big body slam. It's now a jumping knee down to the chest of Stefan Ramon. Aubrey right there, only a 2 count. And do we know, is this one fall to a finish or is this an elimination?
I believe this is a 1 fall to a finish grudge match here. Not to be outlooked here, Richie Nightmare swatted the hand away from Inferno to take the tag himself.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Hey, Stefan might like that, I ain't gonna lie.
Well, he might.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's something else he got.
He's got a handful. I think
Depends
that
how big your hand is.
Just as tight.
Just, sure. Richie did not like that too good. A couple of strong right hands from the king of hardcore. And again, just a few months ago, I believe it was at RWF, that many of these competitors spilled out from not only the back, but the crowd as well. The authorities had to be called in to separate the two teams. After about 10 minutes, they finally regained control. It was a pretty scary and ugly scene at RWF up near Reading.
Really was. I think it was RWF's debut show too, so these guys looking to make an appearance really did. You can never really tell what you're going to see at an independent wrestling show.
Thoroughly impressed that the match has stayed in the ring thus far.
Thus far.
Officer Robert right there with a headbutt. Hopefully he'll have better luck than his former tag team partner, Officer Hetfield, earlier tonight that kicked off the action, the preliminary action here at the Farm Show Complex.
Wow, what a drop kick there.
Little, I think we're getting a SSW and then a sucks chant
look at that.
from some of the folks here in the Farm Show Complex.
TJ Mathis out trying to pander to the crowd here, get that corner really riled up, but the CCW crowd's answering back.
TJ Mathis, somebody we were definitely familiar seeing here at the Pro Wrestling Empire in the Harrisburg region as one half of the tag team, the Flex Express, with Stan Styles.
Absolutely, that team unfortunately dissolved a little while back. Maybe one day you'll see them back together. Never say never when it comes to professional wrestling, and a big boot from now the legal man, TJ Mathis, the total alpha.
Yeah, I just don't think TJ liked it. He always keeps second to the shake weight, so
yeah,
they'll have to work that out.
TJ definitely does love the attention on himself, and with that budding movie career, him and his pal Andy Weinberg in a couple of films. Is TJ now, getting a little distracted by the, oh, here we go. Referee starting to lose a little bit of the control of this matchup as Mr. Ping.
Was there a blind tap? I missed the tag there.
Yeah, I did not see a tag, but I guess Mr. Ping's now the legal man.
Ping, so agile.
And see right
for
there,
his
you
size.
talked about it, Ryan. Inferno was reaching for the tag, as was Richie Nightmare, and Richie slapped his hand away. So maybe a little bit of dissension among Team SSW here.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Inferno is like the
he's their champion.
Their champion, the captain of this team.
Richie Nightmare wants a lot of the attention himself, and that is a big double suplex from Mathis and Nightmare on Mr. Ping. A cover here as Malcolm King breaks it up, as does now Inferno's attacking his teammate.
What the hell is going on here? Well, that's real easy for
we knew
CCW.
This is
oh, Knox is just tagged
Rob
himself
Knox
in.
tags
What is
himself.
this? What is this?
As
Fans descend? Is that fans descending upon the ringside?
maybe that's SSW staff. I'm not exactly sure. What is it? They are in SSW now. This thing is just broken down.
Now CCW's battle over CCW. What the hell is going on? Somebody get control of this.
Looks like security maybe
here trying to get heads or tails of what exactly is happening here. Just an absolute. And now Rob Knox just throws Mr. Ping into the corner.
He's battling with Mr. Ping. What the hell's going on? Aubrey's calling for the bell, I think.
This is a no contest. It's hard to have a grudge match when the teams turn on them freaking selves.
Where's that damn mullet?
Oh, he was over. I saw him getting a soft pretzel earlier.
Oh, okay.
Did he get us one?
Would you want it?
It's a good call. Good call. Great point, Matt. What in the world?
All right, well, now Noxious is.
I realize we were here to do more with CCW, but I'm still the commissioner of this is not happening here tonight. It is going to happen next Saturday at Opposite Slam Live in Carlisle. You were supposed to win tonight, but you didn't. I told you to kiss your ass and you know. All right, I'll tell you what. Is the Nightmare Nation here tonight? Let me hear it. All right, I'll tell you what. You still want this as a heavyweight championship stuff? All right, I'll tell you what. You've been running your mouth saying that you can run better than how many of those companies on that screen on your back. So I tell you what. You go out in this crowd right now and you sell 50 tickets to our show. You show me that the Nightmare Nation actually gives a damn about you, and I will make your match at SSW Heavyweight Championship shots. Do you want it or not? Then get this done. Now, hey, before you go, you're not getting it now. It's pretty obvious to me that this heavyweight championship match is really becomes a hardcore match next Saturday. Needs a little more than a normal referee. And I think I'm gonna trust the guy. Kevin Murphy! Where are you?
Where did Kevin go?
I keep hearing you say to the world that you're just getting started, huh? Well, I'll tell you what. Next Saturday afternoon, when Richie Nightmare faces the Inferno in a hardcore match, I'm assigning you as a special guest referee. And I really hope that you call it right down the middle, because if you don't, there will be no Hollywood signs to save you in Carlisle, because you will be in SSW country. Get over it. Get over it and say we're out here.
So this is a no contest.
That is what I believe.
That grudge match, I guess we'll live to see another day, but potentially next Saturday at SSW there'll be a title match.
Hold on, CCW now wants the microphone.
Now Rob Noxious wants to talk.
Oh no. I'm gonna warn you, you might need earmuffs for the children for this one. Jim, you love hearing that, don't you?
Oh, that's just the best.
Great for a microphone there.
Just the absolute best.
I just want you to understand one thing. SSW is a vein of classic championship wrestling.
That's one way to look at it, I suppose.
And I just want to say one thing for one of the greatest students Mark Best has ever trained. This is the house that CCW built. You ask Kevin Murphy, he was just a little boy when I was kicking ass all over the place and making him cry because he was scared. Thank you, Kevin Murphy. And on the long term, I appreciate it, fellas. I really do.
Let's get this show on the road. My goodness.
I'll tell you what, it looks like there was more grudges within SSW than the grudge between CCW and SSW ever was.
Yeah, somewhat united front from CCW. Nothing on the SWO or SSW side, but my goodness, an absolute melee here in Central PA. We got to get back to our regularly scheduled action.
Years ago, we met Facade, and we both knew at that moment that we were the same. We both came from nothing, and we both knew that we had to fight for everything that we wanted. At 6 6 years ago, a little girl in a gym decided to stalk you until she stole your heart. The road trip stopped. The friendship stopped. And for what? Your own happiness. You know what makes me happy? When I see the anxiety setting in, when I hear the panic in your voice, when I feel your frustrations growing, when I see you looking over your shoulder. How does it feel, Facade, to not be in control? Let me say that again. How does it feel to not be in control, Facade? Because this isn't about Danny, don't get it twisted. This is about you and your happiness. Heed this warning. The culmination is coming for you both. You won't know where, you won't know when, but we are coming.
This one could go anywhere in this building, anywhere all over the farm show. We've seen the disgusting mind games and attacks on Danny Moe from Gory. The guy has really just gotten under the skin and did some pretty sick and disgusting things as he makes his way down here to the ring. And welcome back on the commentary with us, Paul Bowe. And, these guys I know you're familiar with, Paul, but this one's good. Oh my God.
At this.
I'll tell you what, there's no love lost here. Gory, you talk about one deranged individual, and who is that Danny Moe they have on her shoulders?
Did they kidnap Danny Moe?
He kidnapped her in the middle of the night at 3 in the morning, have videotaped the whole thing, and I think that's even more disgusting about it. And carrying her in here, she looks absolutely terrible. Her feet are bound together, and I believe her arms are bound together as well. This just is absolutely disgusting.
Gory, flanked by 2 masked men, usually a bit of a loner himself. What is going on here?
Representing the whole nation and a coming train by Remy LeVay and Adams Stoner, he hails from Alton Park and weighs in at 170 pounds, the new age Plague, Gory!
Plague is about right for a word to describe this vile human being.
And I'll talk about one way to get into Facade's head. They have, like you said, kidnapped Danny Moe. They've tied her up. And the first thing when Facade comes through that curtain, he's going to see is the love of his life trapped by 2 henchmen. I know one was Remy LeVay. I didn't catch the other one's name.
Gotta say, it's sound strategy.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it, Matt, as, you know, it's always kind of a mind game and getting into the mind of your opponent. And you got to think, if I'm Facade, I'm going to be coming out of the back like a ball of fire. This is just, I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Paul, that was Remy LeVay and Otis Koger coming out with Gory from the culmination.
And here comes the Neon Ninja, and look at the look on his face. You talk about determination. Gory better be careful what he asked for.
No time for that.
Yeah, get out of there, Joel.
Oh, and it's on like Donkey Kong. Michael Facade, he's had enough.
Again, this is Falls Count Anywhere, so I guess this is a no disqualification style match.
And the odds are in favor of the Plague. As you said, Gory now beating down, and Remy LeVay, the double team continues. Vic Carlucci trying to get the Screamers out of the ring.
Otis Koger.
Gory's trying to as well.
Moving Danny Moe around the ring.
Just a taunting the Facade with Danny Moe and just tied up. An uneasy feeling to see that.
Absolutely, and Facade, you know he's so athletic. He makes his living above that top rope, but every time he goes up top, he's going to look to see Danny Moe standing there, and you know that's going to be something that's going to be on his mind the whole match. They're just sitting her down on the chair, and look at this.
Oh my God!
Koger here tying her up.
What is wrong with these people?
And I just
forcing him to watch. It looks like.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's probably the darkest part of it. Just the New Age Plague and Remy LeVay.
Absolutely. I mean, stealing her from their bedroom in the middle of the night.
And you guys talked about mind games here, and they continue.
Facade's fighting out.
Oh, nice kip up by Facade. Beautiful spinning back kick by Facade.
Turns the New Age Plague inside out.
And there's that athletic ability we talked about. Facade has been in the ring with everyone that is everyone, from AJ Styles to Chris Sabin, you name it. He's been in the ring with them all.
And right there, the numbers game from the culmination, getting the better of Facade.
Facade, watch out.
Gory got that loaded stick.
Watch out, watch out.
Right to the midsection. That stick, the walking stick he has, looks like it's draped in barbed wire from here.
That's what it looks like, Paul.
Facade now fighting back. Lefts and rights. Stumbles Gory back to the corner.
Can you believe these guys were one time a tag team? These guys held, Gory and Facade held a tag team championship at the IWC.
That has to make the betrayal and what happened with Danny Moe all that much worse.
James, betrayal's a great word to describe these two.
Right in the eyes of Facade.
Oh, man. Gory whips him right across the back with that. And another one.
You see the pain right there in Facade's face. Just rolling the barbed wire down his back.
It's going to rip and tear the skin of the back of Facade.
Like a cheese grater right across your back. And you can see from here, we're about 30 feet away, guys. You can see the welts forming on the back of Facade.
Oh, and now the chest and midsection.
And all Danny on the outside can do is look on. Her arms, her legs are bound together, her mouth tied up.
Oh, man.
Gory really taking advantage of the Falls Count Anywhere, no rules stipulation here with weapons, with people in his corner. You have to see if Facade can battle through that somehow.
And Gory with the demented, he just stuck his tongue on that stick that was dug in the back of Facade's back, maybe tasting the blood of Facade.
I guess some people are into that, Paul. Not me, though. It's definitely a taste for some, very few twisted individuals.
Big European uppercut with Facade, and right cut off immediately by Gory. Facade hanging on that middle rope, keeping him inside the ring on the apron.
You can see the welts, the small cuts along the back of Facade.
Oh, Facade went for the springboard, and he got caught right in the kisser by Gory.
And oh my gosh, if you guys look over, Danny Moe, they put one of the masks, those culmination masks, over the head of Danny Moe. Just more insults to the Neon Ninja and Danny.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, man.
Wow, what strength by Facade there.
Right to the hardest part of the ring, right on that ring apron, and now it spills outside. Guys, when this goes outside, it has to favor Gory more than Facade.
Yeah, no question, with a numbers game on the outside with his henchmen. I guess there's no other way to describe them.
Facade's got to keep moving.
There's
Strike and move.
There's that martial arts style by Facade, and down goes LeVay. And once again, as you said, the numbers game. Oh, Facade with the big back body drop.
Danny trying to make her way over to Facade there.
Facade, can he free Danny Moe here?
She's pleading with him, begging him.
You just took the mask off, but you're taking your eye off the prize. He's trying to feed her. Where's Gory at?
Gory's lurking somewhere. The Neon Ninja needs to keep his head on a swivel here.
If he can get Danny Moe to safety, it'll be, and there it is.
Part of the way there. Looks like her arms are still bound together, her feet still bound together, but at least they got that hanky or rope or whatever it was out of her mouth.
But she was not able to escape back to the locker room.
And both men now exchanging pleasantries in the back.
Ogre chasing her down, just caught Danny Moe again.
Right into the front row. Gory takes Facade. As you said, guys, in the opening, this is a Falls Count Anywhere. They can go anywhere in the farm show.
Paul, and this is a big, big facility.
There's stables. There's all sorts of. Oh my goodness! At Vuvuzela.
Gory
that's the first time that's been
weapons.
used as a horn properly, I think, all night. Fan was yelling at it earlier.
Gory backing the crowd up here. There's more security here than when the president comes to town. And a wrecking ball into the chairs. Facade threw Gory over his shoulder.
I think security just got taken out. A member of the security team here.
Danny Moe still trying to fight her way free from this, but she is being forced to watch what's happening to
Here
Facade.
comes the numbers game again, as more of the culmination comes to attack.
Chair right. Oh
my God.
Facade got his hand up, though. He didn't get all of it. He got his hand up to block it. There was some impact, but he did get his hand up.
Crowd really trying to drive the.
What's Gory has Danny.
They're taking Danny into the stands. Facade!
Big suplex right on top of that steel chair.
Folks, we're trying to keep a hold of the action here. I think the cameras are following Gory.
Well, he's threatening to throw Danny over the
God,
railing
don't
there.
do this.
He's going to throw her off the top of the rail.
No, come on.
What did she ever do to him?
Somebody, there, Danny, able to strike her.
She's just trying to run away at this point. My God, she has to be terrified.
Come on.
Looks like she raked him across the eyes there and is able to escape a bit.
She ran right to a dead end, guys. Facade and Gory now up top. There's Gory. I can't even see Facade.
I believe Facade was super kicked down. He's got Danny by the hair.
And now, again, one of these henchmen with Danny Moe.
That's LeVay now. LeVay has her. Just so they stay away from us, guys.
Oh, my God, I hope so.
I don't want them to come up here.
Yeah, they don't have to bring it up here. Disgusting, vile actions here. The action continues on the stairs. Facade.
Facade almost throwing Gory down the stairs. Security doing their best.
This is disgusting. I'm sorry, folks. Not what I had in mind when I saw this match.
Well, like I said, this is Falls Count Anywhere. It plays into the hands of Gory 100%.
Gory would just dropped onto those chairs. His spine landed right on the edge of those seats.
Possible
awful.
tailbone injury there with these hard seats here in this venue.
And there's no give to those seats.
No, absolutely not.
And now they're over in the roped-off area here at the farm show.
Right, that area is tarped off for a reason.
Danny almost escaped again.
Look at
I
these
think
guys.
it found its reason, Ryan.
Well, maybe. Chops teetering, balancing on the railing there.
You're starting to get scared for both of these guys.
Security trying to.
Oh man!
My God!
And Gory just took a bad step. One of those chairs just gave way.
And I think Danny finally escaped from the henchman. She has made her way past our table here.
This is wild, folks. Danny Moe still on the run.
Facade's going up to that rail. There's not much room there, guys.
Is not. Ninja, what is he thinking?
Looks like he thought better of that one.
That was probably. Oh
my God!
Off the railing, right into the crowd.
Taking out the culmination.
But here comes Gory now from behind.
That's the problem with essentially a 3-on-1 match
Basically,
here
it's a handicap match, more or less.
Gory looks like he's looking for Danny.
He's looking for
Not
Danny.
even concerned about Facade.
Yelling, come out, wherever you are. This is a game
He is
to somebody like Gory.
Disgusting individual.
Facade stumbling, trying to clear the cobwebs. Lights are on, but nobody's home. And Gory found her, guys.
Oh no, come on.
Come on, there are children in attendance here tonight. Chaos breaking out, the crowd's moving around. Again, I hope we have our cameras on this. We're trying really hard here, folks.
Just pure chaos, hard to keep any control, keep any eyes on what is happening here in the farm show complex.
They're over by some other wrestlers.
Over by the tables over there. I can see Facade's hair, that's about it.
Facade looking to be back in control here. Facade's got Gory up.
We can see that much.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it went the whole way through, but it went into a table nonetheless.
That is a hard landing for the New Age Plague. And good for him. I know I'm supposed to be pretty unbiased.
But you can't help but feel for Danny Moe and for Facade at this point after everything that Gory and these henchmen and the culmination have put them through.
Looks like Danny was able to escape and is trying to hide under the ring now.
I'll tell you what, if they want to get back in the ring, I'm not sure they're going to be able to, as the crowd has filed here at ringside. It's like an old-fashioned lumberjack match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's around the ring.
Right, I don't even know if the wrestling match is the right term for this. This is a brawl. This is personal, and it's a brawl in the ring today.
Young fan just told me she's trying to see what's happening, but she wants to stay away. As they go up the other steps, there goes Facade.
Oh my God.
Facade teetering off the edge.
Yeah, he's hanging. He's got his balance on one of the merch tables there.
A young fan is smart for wanting to stay away. I don't want to get anywhere near this.
Now we're up on like a pedestal. We look like Simba and the Lion King over the edge here, so no Mufasa comes up here. Facade has him up.
Oh, and Gory just took a spill.
Facade was going for like a Death Valley driver, and he slipped off him. I don't know if he went through the table. Again, hard to see. I see Tank Abbott over there with the dark glasses. This is pandemonium here.
Unbelievable. I mean, usually it's farm animals filling this building. Heck, we need stables for these people.
That was just a 2 count. We did have a pin attempt there, just a 2 count.
I'm glad you had eyes on that one, Ryan.
The fans gathered around the entranceway there. Again, the Pennsylvania Farm Show complex may not be big enough to hold all this action.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of people paid good money for front row seats, but the people up here in the bleachers are having the best view of this match.
Absolutely. They got their money's worth in the cheap seats tonight.
Here comes Facade now stumbling back to the ring, looking for Danny Moe.
Danny Moe has again been recaptured by Remy and Otis there to the right side of the ring.
I don't know what Facade's looking for under the a steel chair.
Chairs out.
There's a table I see sitting there.
Sure, why not? We've had everything else in this match. Might as well add some dinnerware.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shot right to the midsection by Facade. Now overhand double with the chin. He didn't even get much on that.
He did not, no.
He has nothing left in the tank, it looks like.
Fans unhappy with that. They want to see. There it was.
Fans still not really happy with that one. They want a harder shot.
Now over here, you can see the culmination with that barbed wire stick to the neck, to the throat of Danny Moe. Just an unsettling scene to see what they've done to poor Danny Moe.
Really, as fast as the Neon Ninja is, the three members of the Culmination are just a bit faster. They've had this planned out.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Culmination, whatever they are called, I'll tell you what, they are playing it smart here. Facade is kept grounded. The way to beat Facade is keep him on the ground. And in a falls count anywhere match, his athletic ability somehow could be a deterrent here because there's nowhere to spring himself off. We see him trying to go off the rails. He slipped, he fell. Even the chair shots he was delivering, fatigue about 10 to 15 minutes into this match. You can see Facade don't have too much left.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great point, Paul. Every time we've seen anybody get the better of the Neon Ninja Facade, it's when you've been able to keep him down and playing with the no disqualification, no rules. You know, it is definitely played into the hand of the Culmination and Gory here.
And also something you guys pointed out at the beginning, former tag team partners. They know each other inside and out. It definitely favors Gory.
And I just don't know how two guys to travel and be not only a tag team partners, but tag team champions together to get to this point.
Facade!
Wow.
Springboard plants him right in the middle of the ring.
Face went right off of that steel chair.
Turns him over, shoulders down, hooks the leg. 1, 2.
Very close.
Just a 2 count.
I was worried that the Culmination was going to pull the official.
He did. He grabbed his leg. He did. He tried to grab him. Perhaps that was enough of a distraction to get his shoulder up. Oh man!
What a kick to the face.
Facade's got him up. Goodbye, Otis.
Plants him on the knee. Here comes LeVay.
Kick to the gut there of Remy LeVay.
Facade puts him up on top of the turnbuckle.
What is Facade thinking here?
Breaks the back.
Another kick right to the midsection. The Neon Ninja's looking to take flight. You can tell what he wants to do.
I was going to say, we've all seen this before.
2/3 of the Culmination, not where they want to be right now.
Oh, here goes the Neon Ninja.
Referee Carlucci, get out of the way.
Get your frequent flyer miles. Springboard, coast to coast, basement dropkick by Facade.
What a move.
Wow. Unbelievable.
But did he focus too much energy away from Gory? He could take advantage of this.
You're absolutely right. Gory getting a break on the outside. The Culmination doesn't matter if one of them get pinned.
Look. We have Danny Moe back in the ring here.
Focusing on her now, too. Not even focusing on Gory.
That's all right. I mean, for Facade, that is something that is so important to free her from that rope that was around her arms. She is finally free, but oh no.
Lurking.
No.
Slings Facade out. Oh, Danny Moe.
Danny, like a woman scored.
Look at this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Plants him with the DDT.
What a move by Danny Moe. Planted him right in the center of the ring.
Finally able to fight back against Gory and everything that has happened to her over the past few weeks.
Finally, the numbers game evening out a little bit.
Yeah, Danny Moe, no stranger to getting involved in the matches. She can certainly hold her own, probably why her hands and feet were tied.
Absolutely, and we saw her, even back when she had turned on Facade for a time with Hollywood's Finest, and she got involved. So she is no stranger to it. Oh boy, I don't like where this is going, Paul.
Oh no.
This is going to be some innovative offense by Facade. What do we got here?
Oh my God!
Package tombstone right through the chairs. Facade has to roll over. It's his time now. Make the cover. Don't waste precious seconds. 1, 2.
Oh, come on!
No.
This time they got all of Carlucci. They pulled him right out of the ring.
Carlucci's hand was inches away from that 3 count on the mat.
Gory was not going to kick out. He did not kick out from that.
Absolutely not. This was over. But that's what happens when you have 2 and 3 men at ringside in your corner.
And you can see just the frustration, the shock on both Danny and Fasad's faces. What else can they do to pick up the victory here in this contest? Wow.
And I'll tell you what, guys, this show is only halfway over. This is right before intermission. These fans are getting their money's worth here tonight at the Farm Show.
Absolutely are, Paul. Thank you for bringing that up. We are only halfway done. We've still got a huge ladder match on the card here tonight. Rivalries will be settled between Sean Carr and Eddie Smooth.
And that one's been brewing a long, long time. Fasad now getting a table.
All the hardware here tonight.
Tell you what, it's going to take an army. It's going to take an army to put this seating area ringside back together during that intermission.
Fasad setting up the table. I think now it's a point for Fasad. It's not even a factor about getting the pinfall. It's his revenge.
Absolutely.
He's been tortured for months. The kidnapping, the subliminal videos, everything you've seen on the screen. Fasad now wants to make Gory pay.
Oh! That red mist right into the eyes of Fasad, and unfortunately, I think that this table.
What is this?
Don't do this.
Oh!
The Neon Destroyer
on Danny Moe.
I mean, this is
Danny Moe using the culmination as her own battering ram to break up and short circuit that pin attempt.
Fasad was blinded by that red mist, doesn't know where he is, and you can see he's squinting his eyes over and over. He's trying to clear the cobwebs. He can't see straight, and Gory is on top of him.
There is a table at ringside too. Tables in the ring, tables outside of the ring.
All Danny can do, she's being held against her will, forced to watch this.
Oh! Stomp through the table.
Double foot stomp, put him right through.
That's the 3 count.
Gory gets the victory with that double foot stomp. I couldn't see from my vantage point, guys. Did you have a better view of that?
Yeah, it all the way through. The table broke. I mean, you got to fear for, not only Fasad's back, but his insides, and now mist being blown towards this crowd.
Looks like Danny's trying to fight her way free still, though.
Danny trying to fight her way out of here.
This a little bit of sliced bread by Danny.
If one slice is not enough, take two. But Danny's got to watch out behind her.
What does he have in his hand?
That's the spray paint. That's Fasad's spray paint.
Oh! And finally, a little bit of retribution for Danny onto Gory with that spray paint.
And you can see Fasad stumbling. He can't even move.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy, they're on top of the table.
Oh, guys, this does not look good.
The table just couldn't hold him.
Just too much. Fasad still has him locked up, though. Still hasn't cinched.
Oh, there it is, the Neon Destroyer.
On what's left of that table. And now the culmination, just trying to get Gory out of there. They were victorious, but the Neon Ninja finally gets Danny Moe back.
Yeah, I think that's all that matters to him.
I'll tell you what, guys, the Battle of Fort Sumter might have started the Civil War, but the culmination tonight started a war that is far from over here at PWE. My question to you is, where does Fasad go back to here? From here, does he go back to the drawing board? Again, he did come up on the short end of the stick. There's got to be a plan. This is far from over.
Absolutely, if nothing else, get a better home security system to protect himself and Danny. So again, as the team begins to clean up the aftermath of what we just saw, Danny Moe, they have to regroup. The culmination has to regroup, and heck, we have to regroup here. I think we have to
regroup also.
What action here at the Farm Show Complex. go, guys. Tag team action to kick off the second half of the show here tonight.
And that's the former Legacy Tag Team Champions, the Wild Cards, Jason Raditz, Eddie Page, and they are with Tess Valentine again. There's a shock.
There we go. I was going to say, I had down the former manager. And they have those Legacy Tag Team Championship belts with them, obviously honoring the history of professional wrestling here in Central PA. And Paul, again, welcome into the commentary booth with us, Paul Bowe. And, their opponents tonight are guys that you know very, very well.
Absolutely, 6-time Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling Tag Team Champions. South Philly's finest. They've won gold in numerous companies up and down the East Coast. Current PWE Tag Team Champions. I guess tonight we're going to see who the better tag team is.
Absolutely. When you hear that music, you know who is coming to the ring.
Jimmy Conway always first out of the curtain, flanked by his longtime partner, Luca Brazzi, in a line. And they are draped in the PWE Tag Team belts, and they also have the Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling belts. Kind of shocked me they brought them, but hey.
It is what it is. If we're going to honor the history and honor all these companies, you might as well bring them with you.
Absolutely. They won in very controversial style, should I say, 2 weeks ago in a tables match to become 6-time champions.
Paul, you're referring obviously to your current Tag Team Champions, South Philly's finest. They knocked off the arrogance of excellence in that tables match you referred to.
Absolutely. Johnny Moran set up the table, was in charge, but guess what? The table gave way. Luca Brazzi was determined to winner. South Philly, 6-time champions. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
A unique entrance to the ring, unlike any other, is South Philly's finest. They are not a fan of those streamers.
No, and you can see them jawing with the crowd. They'll jaw with the best of them.
They sure will. Their mouth gets them in trouble sometimes, but the line, Luca Brazzi, the gent, Jimmy Conway able to back it up.
As you said earlier, they can talk the talk and walk the walk.
True Philadelphia fashion, these two guys are.
Because they're champions? Agreed.
Well, they're defending champions, so they may not be true Philadelphians, Matt. To be fair, they're obviously not from Washington, D.C. either, before anybody else says it.
I sense an Eagles fan to my immediate left. Hey, I'm a Dolphins fan. I got no room to talk.
Ooh,
we'll have the first pick next year. I'm still waiting for Marino to come out of retirement.
Well, I mean, it could probably be better than what you guys have now.
Can't be any worse.
You guys can still hang your hat on that undefeated season, though. That's what Dolphins fans typically do.
Got to hang our hat on something.
Hey, amen. Look at the swagger of these guys. Jimmy Conway, Luca Brazzi.
Absolutely. We see referee Bryce Remsburg for the first time tonight for this tag team contest. If I were him, I'd hold the bat.
Yeah,
why
absolutely.
not?
The smell of baby power is still wafting around from that entrance.
Smell it, yeah. Smells like a daycare.
Yeah. You know, Bryce was holding that baseball bat there. We're underway.
Conway quick to the ropes there. John with Raditz.
These guys obviously both champions here, both these teams. The Wild Cards, former Legacy, or I guess current still reigning Legacy champions.
Yeah, they have the belt. Yeah.
They knocked off the Heroes for Hire and Hollywood's finest.
And Eddie Page back in the ring. I haven't seen him in the ring in a while. I know he suffered an Achilles injury about a year and a half ago. Haven't seen too much of him around. Be interested to see how he goes.
The Achilles, that's a tough one. That's one that'll linger with you. I mean, we talked about it earlier in the Ali Rex match. but the Achilles is definitely one that you never truly recover from. You just kind of learn to live with it.
Yeah.
See the much bigger Jason Raditz now in the ring. Brazzi backs up.
Raditz stands 6'2" to Luca Brazzi's 5'9".
Yeah, that's not a wall there behind you.
And look at the strength of Raditz right there. Throws around like a rag doll.
About a 3-story drop there, body first.
Page brings Conway in the hard way.
This is not the start that South Philly's finest was looking for.
Sling blade off the ropes. Double cover here. Raditz is the legal man.
See if referee can get Page out. There we go.
And South Philly's going to test the referee. They're a veteran tag team, much as like the wild cards, but they're going to test the referee. If they can get away with stuff, prime example right there. Wild cards seem to be a step ahead tonight of South Philly.
They sure do, which is something we have not come accustomed to. Yeah, definitely something we're not used to seeing. South Philly's finest. You know, when we've seen them here in Harrisburg, usually take control and own it throughout the entire match. So maybe a little bit more even competition here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, like I said, the wild cards back together, and they are like starting this match off like a house on fire. Frequent tags, that's about the 5th one already. Brazzi can't get it started. And you got to take South Philly out when you can. There's no monkeying around here. If you get the advantage, take them out when you can. Big slam by Raditz. Cover, hooks the leg, kick out at 2.
Absolutely, they're two guys that they love to have their fun and play around with the crowd and all of that, and a lot of showmanship on their entrance. But when that bell rings, they're all business. So it's impressive to see the wild cards doing what they're doing so far.
Big face wash there by Jimmy Conway of Jason Raditz. You talk about the ultimate in intimidation. Oh man, speaking of intimidation, how about a pimp slap by Luca Brazzi?
The line might have just been crossed there.
My goodness, I felt that one back here.
Hiding behind Tess Valentine now, pretty smart move.
You got to wonder when they made the agreement with Tess to get her back in their corner. Maybe just part of the history that we're celebrating here tonight.
I'll tell you what, Raditz might not care. He might nail Brazzi with her in his arms.
He absolutely might.
Once again, like we saw in the Gory match, how they held Danny Moe hostage. Oh, there you go. Give him an inch, he'll take a foot, no pun intended, as a big foot delivered to Conway. And now, like the pack of wolves they are, South Philly smells blood in the water like a piranha.
Absolutely, you can see it. That's the teamwork that you mentioned earlier. These guys, veteran to the ring, veteran tag team, and they are going to work now.
And like I said, they've wrestled for so many promotions up and down the East Coast, held gold everywhere they went. And the tag team continuity now continues as you see the double team effort. And referee Bryce has lost control of this one before it even started. He would have been better off holding that baseball bat.
Yeah, he might be looking for it now.
Absolutely. The part of your point, you don't become a 6-time tag team champion being slouches, and South Philly's finest is no slouch.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're talking about the PPW Tag Team Champion belt, a championship held by AJ Styles at one time.
AJ Styles and Tommy Suede, absolutely. They defeated Rise Up. I believe that was that PPW Aftershock.
Referee Bryce Remsburg did not see that tag. There was a tag for South Philly's finest.
Big knife edge chop by Brazzi. Oh!
Retaliation there by Raditz.
Brazzi just kicking and stomping. Now using the ropes for leverage, shielding the referee once again.
And that's just ring awareness right there for South Philly's finest. Know where the referee is, know where he can see, but more importantly, knowing where he cannot see.
That's not going to happen. Beautiful change of offense by Raditz. Brazzi smart, got himself right in the right position, and Conway comes in with the big foot stomp, now a knee across the face. Nonchalant cover by Jimmy Conway, and guys, you know you're not putting Jason Raditz away like that.
Yeah, absolutely, you got to hook that leg.
The continuity here from South Philly's finest is great. You see a little bit of rust here, maybe some disconnect between Eddie Page, Jason Raditz.
Absolutely, that happens when you take time off.
Surely, like a well-oiled machine, the boys from Philadelphia.
A little unorthodox suplex there.
Over Bronzy, hooks the leg.
Yeah, we haven't really seen Eddie Page in this match much at all.
Perhaps maybe the ring rust, like you said, laying off for a while. Raditz is going to do most of the work and try to get it done for the wild cards.
Yeah, and he was in control early on. Maybe some confidence there. Kind of missed out on the opportunities for some tags early on.
That's where the size advantage right there for Raditz comes into play, just lowering that shoulder.
Jimmy Conway there just gave Tess a shove and pulled Eddie off the apron there, so no tag this time.
What a heads-up play there.
Bronzy like a pit bull there, battering Raditz into the corner.
And the heads up to get him away from his partner's corner as well. I mean, Page is down, but all he has to do is get up and make that tag. But Bronzy gets him away.
We talked about it, Jim, earlier, like you said, about ring awareness. Bronzy knew right where he was, move him to the vacant corner, and you can't make a tag when you're 16 feet away.
Absolutely. Raditz was there looking for his tag team partner, Eddie Page.
Up for the superplex. You better go the other way or it's going to be lights out. Look at the display of strength from Raditz, making all the blood rush to the head and then drives him down to the canvas.
And now Eddie's back, getting the crowd into it. We might see a hot tag here.
And all Conway can do is look on.
And you can see Conway's worried. I haven't seen Jimmy Conway like this in a long time, pacing back and forth.
Jimmy Conway has to hold his ground to receive a tag from Bronzy.
That superplex took a lot out of both men. Here comes Eddie Page and Conway. Big lariat by Page and another one, throws the line, ducks under. There's that martial arts style background by Page and a big boot right to the side of the face. Conway now trying to shake the cobwebs.
I'll tell you what, Conway's tall, but Eddie Page looks like he's got an inch or two on him.
Yeah,
What is Bronzy doing here?
Oh! Well, Page is the legal man.
And a low blow there.
Page is the legal man. Out goes Raditz.
Page has got to be blinded by the, was that talc powder?
That baby powder.
There was the sliced garlic bread. I think that's what they call that there.
You can count to 100 there. It's over. Well, sometimes South Philly's finest by hook or by crook. Tonight, it was by crook. Threw the baby powder right in the face of Eddie Page. Referee never saw it. I don't know how you can't see it. You're standing right there. But in the end, South Philly now holds the belts up high. This crowd is really giving it to them.
They always find the way to win, South Philly's finest. Have to give them that.
Referee Bryce Remsburg still baffled by how a white powder spot ended up in the canvas, but the decision should be final. And oh no.
They just threw him out of the ring. I saw Bryce in the back trying to put M&Ms in alphabetical order. He confused himself, so that's not surprising what happened here.
Well, I think what confused him is he thought some of them were W's. No, he was really lost.
That explains a lot.
There's Tess with that bat.
Tess, what is she doing here?
Surely South Philly wouldn't hit a woman, but after tonight, I've seen everything, so you never know.
Tess running the boys out of the ring. Tess standing tall.
She's gonna get her team out of here. And what in the world?
Damage Inc.
That can't be. We've not heard from these guys in at least, 3-4 years?
South Philly's finest looking like they want to get their titles and their baby powder and get out of there ASAP.
I would. We know these guys. Oh my God.
Wait a damn minute.
Look at the size of the man in the vest. I'm not sure which one that is.
Well, Shatter's the bald one with the beard, and Ryan, forgive me, the name of the other one slipped.
It doesn't even matter his name.
Oh my God!
He's built like a Greek god.
He sure is.
We have not seen these guys in a number of years. We thought they were both retired.
Look at the strength.
Oh my God!
And they're manhandling South Philly. Manhandling them.
Yeah. Conway looks a little worse for wear there.
And now he's given the fish hook to Jimmy Conway. That's the patented move of South Philly.
Just no respect to these multi-champions, and a big spear from Shatter.
Big spine buster there from Shatter. Quite a maneuver.
But man, these guys making their presence felt.
Look at this. Again, keep them over there.
Absolutely. We're safe. I think we're safe over here. These guys used to run roughshod all over the Lancaster Championship scene.
Just carnage left in the ring.
Shatter and Sinister X, Damage Inc.
Wow. I have never seen South Philly's finest manhandled like they were here tonight by a shocking return of Damage Inc.
Look at Luca Bronzi. He's fighting the Invisible Man in there. He's taking pop shots at the Invisible Man. He don't know if he's in Philly or Harrisburg.
He has no clue.
I guess Shatter and Sinister X, that's all they needed to do as they're walking out of the farm show complex. The only question left is why? Why did they come back here tonight? Why did they attack South Philly's finest?
It is a night to remember.
I guess one of the reasons is because they can. I mean, who's going to stop them? They walked right in past security. They weren't even on the roster tonight. I'm looking up and down the card. I don't see them listed anywhere. And they just ran roughshod over the champs.
Absolutely. If this music, guys, doesn't get you into it and get pumped up, I don't know what does. 100% pure Deppen.
Great to see Tony Deppen back here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. A career that has really rocketed out of control since we've last seen him in this area.
Quite the traveler Tony Deppen is. Last night actually in PWG, and now here tonight in Harrisburg, so he is all over the place, killing it everywhere he goes.
Fans still love him there.
Tony Deppen is taking over professional wrestling. It's gone viral with a couple of his matches.
A lot of title reigns in the Jersey area, some matches with CZW. He is just on fire throughout the East Coast.
Here's a guy, all business. There is no playing around. Deppen trying to get in the head of Mr. Grimm, dropping a streamer over the shoulder of Mr. Grimm. Either one's not going to make him happy.
No, dropping a steamer is a totally different thing.
I mean, we are in Harrisburg. We are in the farm show. I think I saw a pig drop a steamer on my way in here.
Noticeable,
Look at Deppen.
Noticeable absence here, guys. Grimm does not have that body bag briefcase with him. Got damaged a few weeks ago in a match, and I think he is still holding a grudge and taking it out on everyone he's faced ever since.
Yeah, he does not look happy. Not that the man ever looks totally happy, Mr. Grimm, but even maybe a little angrier than normal. Zach Carlucci, the official for this matchup, rings the bell, and we're underway. And Deppen definitely giving up some size to Mr. Grimm. Deppen speedier as a collar and elbow. Oh my God, the strength of Mr. Grimm.
Ooh, that caught Tony Deppen off guard a little bit.
Yeah, he's picking up his teeth out of the front row after his head bounced off the canvas there. Maybe now he's going to be a little more tuned in, ready for what Mr. Grimm has.
Tony Deppen has really wrestled all over this East Coast. We've seen him locally, Atomic Championship Wrestling, Legacy Wrestling. Made it into the final round of the Prime 1 tournament there for Legacy, PWE.
Absolutely, a leap there and a drop kick by Tony Deppen, but did not get Mr. Grimm off his feet. And we said speed is probably the name of the game for Deppen, but athleticism, both these guys very athletic. We've seen Mr. Grimm do things that no man of his size should be able to do.
Deppen is so fluid, no wasted motion in the game of Tony Deppen.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Mr. Grimm, the hitman for hire, hailing from where X marks the spot.
Fans showing some respect there for Mr. Grimm after, boy.
There's some disrespect from...
Oh! That is vintage Tony Deppen right there.
That is pure Deppen.
Look at the speed here of Deppen, the precision strikes.
Look at those quick jabs. He got caught though, just launched into that turnbuckle. Grimm still trying to clean off Deppen off of his face. Big shoulder tackle there by the much larger Mr. Grimm.
Grimm's wrestled all over this area too. Atomic, Outbreak, PWE Legacy, SWO.
Smooth move there by Deppen, getting the trip. Finally getting Grimm off his feet.
Definitely, it's hard to do when you're giving them that much size.
There's some athleticism from Mr. Grimm, standing drop kick.
And he's got till 10. Collect your thoughts a little bit. Does Grimm go to the outside? Now Deppen on the inside going out. Pause for a minute. Now suicide dive. Right there to the outside. Deppen a little more focused now, I think. I don't know if he underestimated Mr. Grimm or if he was just the typical Tony Deppen, but he is locked in now for this contest.
I really think 100% Deppen is just too much Deppen, and he has to wear a little bit off, and he runs best at right around 90% Deppen, and that's maybe where he's at now.
It looks to be where he's at. He's locked in, ready to go up on the top rope here. Leaping into, oh boy, he got caught.
He didn't budge, Mr. Grimm.
Oh, wow. Modified sidewalk slam there. Just launching Deppen over his head.
Not often do you see a fall-away slam and then the wrestler not fall. Just yucking him over his head.
So it's just an away slam.
Just an away slam there, wow.
Mr. Grimm now just taking over in this matchup physically. I'm choking him out. He's got to break this before 5 or he'll be disqualified.
Right, this match, not no holds barred, not falls count anywhere. The pinfall will happen inside the squared circle here tonight.
God protect Zach Carlucci if he disqualifies Mr. Grimm.
God help all of us if that happens, because I don't think Grimm would just show mercy on anyone.
Just because we don't see a body bag doesn't mean that Grimm doesn't have some around.
Yeah, I personally don't want to find out if or where he's keeping them here tonight.
Jim, you wouldn't fit in a body bag. You're safe.
It's unsettling, Ryan. It's unsettling, and I don't need to find out or even heck see anybody put in one as a big forearm shot sends Deppen to the mat.
What a strike.
Deppen trying to get himself out of trouble there, throwing Mr. Grimm into the corner. Now lining him up. You got to keep him in your crosshairs. Some jabs again. Grimm able to get the hands up, and there's a big slap. Work the body, work the head, almost like a boxer. I don't know if Deppen actually has a boxing background or if he's watched one too many Rocky movies. The big forearm shot in the corner. Grimm finally down, and now Deppen's feeling it here.
You know what's coming up next?
There it is.
Running knees to the mush.
Is it going to be enough? Hook of the leg. There's 2. Almost had him.
Strong kick out though by Grimm.
There's still a lot left in the body of Mr. Grimm.
Absolutely is. You're going to have to do a lot more, especially for somebody for Deppen's size. And I don't want to keep going back to that, but it is much more difficult to take down a man of Mr. Grimm's size when you're Tony Deppen. Heading into the corner, reversal there by Mr. Grimm. Big tornado clothesline. Oh, this is not good. Up, Fireman's carry. Oh my God, almost into like a suplex. Big hook of the leg, almost had him.
That suplex, Tony Deppen landed very high on the shoulder and the neck region.
He's going to have to go to the chiropractor.
Absolutely.
Everybody's going.
It's a wonder he was able to kick out of that. Still looking around in a daze, but the match continues.
You know, again, I might, while we're sitting right here, I might send an email to Lingelstown Chiropractic to get myself in there. One of the great sponsors of this event.
Really just railing that shoulder into the midsection of Tony Deppen.
And holding it too. That's the big thing, is not letting off after he hits it. Big forearm shot. Deppen a little confused. He's probably looking for a milkshake here at the farm show, but not going to find it. Some more body shots. Deppen.
Oh, not where Grimm wants to be.
Oh, knee to the face. And now is he going to try and get a power bomb? He does! Wow. What a power bomb from Tony Deppen.
Elevating the body of Mr. Grimm.
Unbelievable. I think he's gone to Crunch Fitness, one of the other great sponsors of A Night to Remember. Big flying. He's got the double stomp. Is it going to be enough? Here's a 1 and a 2. Now a kick out from Mr. Grimm.
Really thought that was it. Double stomp, but Grimm had enough energy left in the tank to kick out of that one.
He absolutely did, and now Deppen kind of at a loss for words of what he can do from here on out.
Right, Deppen's got to reach deep into his bag of Deppen tricks.
Is that like the cereal tricks, Ryan?
No, it's different tricks.
Okay, all right, wasn't sure.
This is with the CK. Great.
Did Grimm just kick the official?
No, Grimm shoved the official. There was no kick there. The official was checking on Mr. Grimm. Grimm, aware of what was happening, shoved senior referee Zach Carlucci into the ropes.
And it sent Tony Deppen tumbling into the corner. Oh, no.
This is not good for Deppen.
Is not good. The leaping, modified tombstone driver. That's going to do it.
That'll do it.
Mr. Grimm, a valiant effort from Tony Deppen, but just not enough here tonight. Mr. Grimm using the referee to his advantage, knocking Deppen off that top rope. A last-ditch effort for Mr. Grimm, and he's able to pick up the victory here.
Tony Deppen should be thankful we don't see any body bags here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
A hard loss for Deppen. He had to think when he was up on that top rope that he kind of saw himself being able to pick up the victory, and then in just the quickest flash,
surely
he ends up in the tombstone driver there in the slam, and that's all she wrote for Tony Deppen. Mr. Grimm standing victorious. 1 or 2 fans showing their love with the streamers there for Mr. Grimm, but
looks like Deppen's arguing with a fan now. But you were right, Jim. I mean, he had all the momentum on his side, and he just kind of let one move slip, and Grimm took advantage.
Sean Carr, do you believe in destiny? For years, 2 great men traveled the same roads and shared the same locker rooms, but never met in the ring because it wasn't their time.
For the first time ever, no crazy ladder matches, no street fight rules, just a straight up wrestling match between you and me.
If there was ever a match for people to remember us for, this is it. This is the most important match of our careers. The stakes have never been higher. This is about honor, pride, and respect. But most of all, it's about being the best.
Since you've been on your little sabbatical, since you've been officially retired, since you stepped away from the ring, Eddie, Sean Carr has been doing the one thing that he does absolutely best, and that is being the goddamn best professional wrestler I can be.
You're right. I'm not the same Eddie Smooth anymore. Now, I'm stronger,
faster and better than ever before. I've been training every day and every night. This is the match people will look back on that defines Central PA indie wrestling. I've traveled to towns, I've won championships. I've fought the best there is out there. What have you done, Eddie? Sit on your couch, maybe go to the gym, do a couple curls for the girls. Well, let me tell you something, Eddie Smooth. You've been working hard the last 2 years at being an Eddie Smooth wannabe. In Central PA, you hate the fact that you've always been considered second best to me. I promise you this, I am going to come after you like I've never, ever fought anyone before. You and I are going to lock horns, and in that very moment you're going to realize, Eddie, that you made a grave mistake, that you made the biggest mistake of your life by accepting this match and coming back into the world of professional wrestling. On May 11th, you need to prove it. As quickly as you came back, I'm going to send you out just as fast. You need to bring your best, because that's exactly what you will get from me. A match of this prestige can only happen at the biggest event in Central PA indie wrestling history. It will truly be a night to remember.
Eddie Smooth in the ring, and like I said earlier, guys, and this was when he was in a suit. I thought he looked better than ever before.
Eddie Smooth in phenomenal shape here.
He comes to us from Holland, California. He weighs his size at 181 pounds. He is the feature attraction, Eddie Smooth.
He has spent some time at the gym for sure.
Former Legacy champion, former PWE champion.
His opponent in the corner to my right. He comes to us from Binghamton, New York, and he weighs in at 205 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending PWE Heavyweight Champion,
There he is, a guy who's held titles almost everywhere he's gone. Tons of accolades, and reigning and defending PWE Heavyweight Champion.
What a beautiful championship that is right there. The PWE Heavyweight Championship being held up there by referee Bryce Remsburg here tonight.
And again, this title, a title that was defended all over the world, over in India with Neon Ninja Facade. So it has traveled the world.
Correct, James. A true world championship being defended all over, continent to continent.
Here we go. We are underway.
Bell sounds. The streamers have died down. We are ready to go here.
I think Eddie Smooth was looking for a handshake. There it is. Two guys who respect each other. But here we go. Smooth went right for the legs. But Carr was ready. He's seen Eddie Smooth. He knows Eddie Smooth.
Smooth needs to be aware of Sean Carr his striking and kicking abilities. The super kick oftentimes sets up the tombstone pile driver for Sean Carr. Carr obviously having to watch out for the picture-perfect elbow from Eddie Smooth.
Absolutely, the collar and elbow tie-up. Smooth again going for the legs. He knows the athleticism and the high-flying ability of the hybrid Sean Carr.
A lot of fans in the corner of Eddie Smooth. Not something we thought we'd see here in Harrisburg, given the way Hollywood's finest was reacted to in years past. But a lot of fans have.
I think the fans are just excited for this match and excited to see a returning Eddie Smooth.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think in a way, time heals all wounds, and Eddie Smooth has been away. He had his retirement match a couple of years ago against the untouchable Kevin Murphy. Both guys actually saying their farewell to in-ring competition. But again, Eddie Smooth, we thought it was one night only, but if he picks up the win here tonight, he will be your defending and reigning PWE World Champion.
That's correct. And huge news broke earlier tonight that the Pro Wrestling Empire returning sometime later in 2019.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Colin Bright said it was in October it will be returning. More details about that will come, I'm sure, at a later date.
October, typically the time they run their Clash of the Titan shows.
Absolutely, and that was the show that was scheduled and then came off the books, but maybe it'll be back on. So huge news here tonight, PWE back this year.
Look at these guys, counter for counter, strike for strike.
Great action. Sean was looking for that super kick, but Eddie able to take him down. Now he's working on the legs, but a counter again by Carr. And now both men in separate corners just staring at each other, the fans showing their respect.
What a standoff between these two. Matt, this is really the picture that we want people to see when they think of Central Pennsylvania Pro Wrestling, is a match like Eddie Smooth, like Sean Carr.
Absolutely, two guys that are very well known in the area. Eddie Smooth, has wrestled for big promotions. When Global Force came through, Eddie Smooth got a tryout match with them, went over in front of that crowd. So the fans certainly know the talent that he can bring. And Sean Carr, obviously, with all the work he's done with Ring of Honor, these are two guys that you think this company wants to be the staple.
Absolutely, and if memory serves right, that night at the City Island Stadium there, I think Metro Bank Park at the time, I think Eddie picked up the victory over Global Force Superstars.
He sure did. Eddie Smooth, very impressive in that match, and very impressive with that drop kick.
No real signs of ring rust for Eddie Smooth. He looks to be in great shape. He's not even breathing very heavy at this point. He's been ready for this match.
Absolutely, you can't blame him. And again, an impromptu championship title defense here for Sean Carr.
Which is also nice to see, another fighting champion. We mentioned it earlier, Laszlo had no reason to put his belt on the line. Sean Carr had no reason to put his belt on the line tonight, but he is, and we're getting a great match out of it. You can see Eddie Smooth really wants that title back.
Sure. Yeah, great point there, Matt. Again, it's something that, they went to him. Sean could have said no. He could have said, no, I didn't come here in preparation to defend my title. I didn't know about it. I just want to keep my title, but he didn't do that. Sean, a great drop kick there.
A bit of roll through the offense there from Eddie Smooth to connect with the 2 feet across the face of Eddie.
You also got to think with Eddie Smooth, usually the challenger has nothing to lose in a title situation, but this is a belt that's important to Eddie. Who knows if he gets another shot? So on short notice, he's going to use that opportunity.
Wow, a vicious chop to the chest of Eddie Smooth, just reverberating through the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania Farm Show.
Chopping off the chest.
Oh my God.
Like chunks of beef jerky.
I think fans calling for it. They want to see it a little up close and personal. Sean calling for quiet. Oh my God. Just caving in the chest.
You can see the red starting to just grow on Eddie's chest.
Eddie already beginning to welt across the pectoral area.
Eddie with a springboard. He gets the cover. Didn't get the leg hook though. Referee in great position on the cover, but I think Smooth probably would have wanted to get the leg covered. And up over the top, my goodness.
Eddie Smooth keeping his foot on the gas here tonight He knows what this match is all about.
Absolutely, and he knows what it takes to win a championship, and especially that PWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Sure has.
Yeah, Eddie giving some chops back.
Sean with that shirt, a little bit more of a protection there than the bare chest that Eddie had.
Yeah, Sean Carr with a rolling kick.
Backing him near that post. Sean better hope he hits this one, or it could ruin his day, and he hits the post.
A chop to the metal of the post.
You got to potentially worry about a broken hand on that one. Smooth gets in, smart to break up the count.
Breaking the count. Eddie Smooth taking a little jog around.
Gosh, look at the chest of Eddie Smooth.
Fans got to get out of the way.
That's a deep shade of purple, a big kick to the face. The hybrid Sean Carr sitting on that seat. The fans again on the move here at the farm show. Eddie going one more time around the world. Here he comes. Is Sean going to be ready for him this time? And he is, in a big
super kick.
Wow. Sean Carr maybe baiting Eddie Smooth in there a bit. Both these men have to be aware of the referee's count.
They believe he's at a 4 or 5 right now. So apparently still plenty of time. Oh, a slam onto the apron. And there is zero give that part of the squared circle. Only 2. Eddie able to get the shoulder up there. Big stomp to the back of Eddie Smooth. Sean really taking over physically right now. The stomp to the back again of Eddie Smooth.
I'm sure you've seen it throughout the night, hanging above the ring, the briefcase that holds the contract for the next match that we're going to be having. Inside that briefcase, a open challenge at any wrestling promotion that the wrestler that wins it chooses.
Sean going high risk here. Middle rope now to the top. They looking for it. Oh, nobody home.
Maybe took a bit too long setting up that move.
Wind knocked out of Sean now.
A big knee and another from Eddie Smooth, starting to feel the momentum swinging in his favor, but Sean able to get up. Off the rope, big running shoulder by Eddie Smooth there. Well, Smooth up and around, gets the DDT. Unable to get the cover though. Has Smooth gas now.
Both men laying in the ring. Both men kind of deserve this chance to catch their breath. What a match so far.
Absolutely. This is the type of action you expect to see in a Pro Wrestling Empire World Heavyweight Championship match.
Guys, I guess with the announcement of the Pro Wrestling Empire coming back, and that winner of the briefcase later tonight could challenge one of these men.
Absolutely.
In October.
That is a great point, Ryan. And hell, theoretically, if whoever wins this match is still in the building, what's to say they don't cash in immediately tonight?
They absolutely could.
And with everything else that's happened tonight, I wouldn't count it out. Trading blows back and forth here are Smooth and Carr. Sean paused there. I don't know if he's just getting dazed from all the shots from Eddie Smooth.
Sean following Smooth in. Eddie following Sean back.
There to give that strong uppercut. And again, just launching into Sean Carr.
These guys, 2 premier athletes on the independent wrestling scene.
Carr ready for that one. Flings Smooth over to the apron. Coming back in, but Eddie Smooth able to counter. Oh boy.
This is not going to be good for Sean Carr. That is not a soft landing. Carr able to save himself.
The big kick there. Insecurity from Sean Carr.
Misses on that elbow. Sean going for a really high-risk maneuver here.
Looking for a German suplex style off the ring apron. That's exposed concrete down there.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure he got all of it. Smooth probably even a little worse for wear after that one.
James, he got enough of it. Jumping cutter.
With both of these men on the outside, if both of these men are counted out, Sean Carr will remain your PWE World Heavyweight Champion.
That is correct, yes. With the Empire returning in October, that would push Sean Carr's title reign well over 1 year, probably closer to 2.
Great reversal again by Smooth, able to kind of slingshot himself out. Now he's going through the rope, suicide dive.
I thought Carr caught him there for a second, but just landed awkwardly himself.
Here we go. Are we going to see it?
Here we go. Get your cameras ready, folks. You know what this time is.
Nope. It is not quite time for it. A splash off the top rope. Only 2. Oh my gosh, almost there.
James, that was close. Matt, inches away there on that pin.
Yeah.
Inches away.
Maybe if he had gone for that elbow, he might have gotten the pin. Instead, he tried something new. It didn't really work out.
Yeah, looking for the photo finish, the best elbow drop in professional wrestling. I really thought he was going for it on that.
I thought that's what he was going for as well.
And a big pop-up powerbomb by Sean Carr. Rolls Eddie Smooth through it. Big knee to the face. And his Carr getting ready to finish this one off. There's a big suplex.
Carr picking up the speed here.
Only 2.
And Carr with a near fall there.
The shock on his face, he had such a combo there. I think he thought he had the victory.
I feel like referee Bryce Remsburg looked surprised there.
The crowd here at the farm show, I think, was surprised as well. We thought Carr was ready to retain his title. We have not seen the photo finish. We have also not seen the tombstone pile driver that Sean Carr used to finish off his opponents many, many times. Smooth up to the top. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
And a big boot there.
These guys are reaching deep. James, 2.
No! Carr barely getting the shoulder up.
Both these men throwing everything they have, but neither of them throwing the finishers out. They think they know that's what it's going to have to take for them.
And you're absolutely right. It's going to have to take one of their signature finishing moves. Again, that spinning, jumping tombstone, or the photo finish elbow from Eddie Smooth.
These guys have been all over this arena here, and kudos to referee Bryce Remsburg.
Here we go, Jimmy.
Sean's got it.
Got
my goodness, what a move! There's a 1. There's a 2. Oh!
Wow.
James, man, I thought that was it.
That really, I think everyone here thought that was it.
How did Eddie Smooth get that shoulder up?
That tombstone pile driver leaves every single opponent planted to the mat for the 3 count.
I cannot believe now Sean tuning up the band here. Maybe looking for a super kick, some sweet chin music of his own.
The king of Binghamton, New York, Sean Carr.
I see, the Binghamton.
The king of Bing.
But Smooth catches him, gets him into an ankle lock. Oh my God, he might have already broken his ankle. Look at the ankle of Sean Carr.
That ankle is bent over and torqued. Sean reaching for the ropes. Breaks the hold.
Gets him into a small package roll up, only 2 there. Carr has to be feeling it. Fireman's carry into the slam. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, there it is. He's got the sunglasses.
He's got the sunglasses, folks. Now it's time to get your cameras ready.
Here it comes.
This is vintage Eddie Smooth.
It certainly is, Ryan.
Sean Carr is in the drop zone.
And there it was. Oh, he caught him! He caught him! He caught him in the armbar!
Carr caught him!
Carr was ready for it!
Eddie Smooth with nowhere to go.
I have never seen anybody catch Eddie Smooth in the photo finish.
Fighting with everything he has here.
Can Carr hang on? Can Smooth hang on?
Smooth is getting out of it. Able to pull Carr up. He's got him back in that fireman's carry. Oh! Into the corner, into the turnbuckle.
Using the ring as a weapon, Eddie Smooth.
The lower back and the spine of Sean Carr just sent into that turnbuckle. Smooth lost his sunglasses on that one. I have never seen anybody catch Eddie Smooth in the photo finish.
Unreal match here. Again, this is what the fans were looking for. This is Central Pennsylvania Wrestling. This is Eddie Smooth and Sean Carr. Wow.
And certainly, as the name of this show says, you're the super kick.
The super kick.
Him. 1, 2, no!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Another escape from Eddie Smooth.
Wow, guys, I am at the edge of my seat. Unbelievable. What does Sean Carr now have to do?
What do either of these men have to do to pick up the win and walk out of here with the PWE World Heavyweight Championship?
Wow. Sean caught Eddie Smooth twice.
Carr is anger. He is angry here. I think he's going to try that tombstone again.
Carr is calling for it.
Can he get all of it with that bad leg, though?
He has Eddie Smooth in position.
Smooth gets out of it, and he's back to that
ankle lock.
This is the other ankle this time. He's trying to take Sean's legs completely out from under him.
Great observation. Taking out both of the legs. Really, that's the wheelhouse of Sean Carr. Sean inches from the rope, reaching the pain.
And now trying to prevent Carr from being able to get the ropes, but he does. And, you know, something that we have not seen in this match, which is actually kind of a rarity for an Eddie Smooth match. No members of Hollywood's Finest out here at ringside. This is about two men and a title battling it out here at the farm show. And Smooth going back to the top. Carr sees him up. I'm surprised he could get that enziguri way up there.
Yeah, he dug deep for that one, you can tell.
That kick found its mark on the side.
Carr going up.
Of Eddie Smooth's head.
High risk, no matter what. Somebody's going to get hurt here.
A high-risk move this late in the match really could damage both competitors.
Smooth able to, oh my gosh, you saw the leg buckle from underneath. There it is, auto finish! That's going to do it!
Wow,
New champ! New champ! Unbelievable!
What a match. Congratulations, Eddie Smooth. A new chapter written tonight in pro wrestling history.
An unreal turn of events. Bleeds, and look at referee Bryce Remsburg with Eddie Smooth sunglasses right on top of it. And here we go. Hollywood's Finest pouring out. The winner, Andy Weinberg, with a huge hug to Eddie Smooth. Now Laszlo Arpad with the WDWA World Heavyweight Champion. Hollywood's Finest back on top of the world here in Central PA. This is an unbelievable scene here in Harrisburg.
Fans again surrounding the ring, showing love, adoration, support to Eddie Smooth, their new PWE Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, I mean, those two threw everything they had out in that match. There had to be one winner, and it was Eddie Smooth.
Dejected Sean Carr makes his way to the back. He has nothing to feel bad about. A fighting champion till the very end. And an unreal scene. Hollywood's Finest, Andy Weinberg, and two world champions standing tall in the middle of the ring here at a night to remember. Truly holding up to its name.
Absolutely, it has been a night to remember. Look at the winner.
Look how I have never seen Andy Weinberg, the winner Andy Weinberg, that happy.
Absolutely not. Both of his boys there are winners. Both of his boys are champions.
What?
Laszlo Arpad.
What just happened?
Maybe Hollywood's Finest, not.
And Laszlo staring staring lasers through Kevin Murphy behind us.
What is going on?
What has happened?
A little bit of gold to Laszlo. You know what? I blame that bastard Andy Weinberg.
This could have been Hollywood Finest greatest night.
Right, tonight we were celebrating.
Oh my God, the Sword of Attila again.
I mean, if you're going to make a statement, that's the way you do it. You have to commend Laszlo for going for it.
No, Matt, this was supposed to be a celebration of wrestling, not shine the spotlight on me like Laszlo Arpad is doing.
This was Hollywood's finest celebration. Oh, and there's that rainbow jacket of the winner, Andy Weinberg.
I mean, you guys have to remember, Hollywood's finest kind of turned their backs on Laszlo and Weinberg earlier on. Maybe this is retribution.
I tell you what, guys, that right there may be the scene. Oh, and again with the Sword of Attila.
This is unreal.
You know, I don't make the matches in Pro Wrestling Empire, but I'm pretty sure you have your main event for the return of Pro Wrestling Empire right there. A unbelievable turn of events.
Disgusting. Oh, now the Fruit Loop. Yeah, the
now
Fruit
Weinberg's going to talk.
Finally, bring some reason to this crowd. Make them understand.
They're still just staring lasers at Kevin Murphy.
Fans should stand up and turn their backs on this man.
They sure did. Can't argue with that, guys.
A night that was supposed to be a celebratory night of Central Pennsylvania professional wrestling.
Well,
could not be shared from the ego of somebody like Andrew Weinberg, the ego of somebody like Laszlo Arpad.
But Ryan, he's making a statement. They want to be at the top of the company. This is the way you do it. You attack the champion.
Not on a night like tonight.
There's two guys that are celebrating, and you know, you brought up a great point, Matt. We have seen Hollywood's finest turn on Laszlo because he, at points in their history, had been down on his luck and they didn't want to be associated with him anymore. This is the message from a world champion, Laszlo Arpad, and the winner, Andy Weinberg. Eddie Smooth, the new PWE champion, but a statement has been made. I don't know what it all means, but I know I am in shock here tonight in Harrisburg.
where the entire wrestling community comes together. Now, as some of you may know, some of you may not know, for me, the community was strong. Now, from you, the fans, to all the workers in the back, you guys helped me in a lot of ways. When the doctors told me that I had a career-ending injury, it really hurt. But you guys always checked up on me. You guys always made sure whatever I needed, I was good. With that, I am greatly appreciative of everything that you guys have done for me. Just stepping in this ring and wrestling for everybody here. Truly, no better feeling. But with that, the doctors did tell me that I have a broken neck. But I got that broken neck in this very ring for all of you guys.
That's because you suck. And you've always sucked. I can't even believe you're even here. And I sit down, please. Screw you! I feel like you're in great company too, with the cheater, the glory hound. I don't even know who that guy is.
Colby earlier here tonight.
Here is a man making his return to the squared circle after a brief hiatus. The wrestler of the millennium. Jim, I think he's one of your favorites.
Absolutely, one of the best. A former King of Maryland. He's held.
Jump in here, but Bro Keller I saw last week for the first time in person, and I'll tell you what, I am really, really impressed. You talk about the full package here. Stands about 6'3" tall. He's got it all. He's got the look. He's got the ability, and I think that sometime in the near future, he's going to be holding gold somewhere soon.
Really, really is.
And only a few years in the business, correct?
Not very long. Again, trained locally from Kristen Tate at the Atomic Dojo.
York, PA. A lot of people who fancy themselves journalists around here, Ryan.
Here comes BJ Walker. He wants somebody eating tonight at table 6.
Yeah, no doubt.
Good tryout with him. I talked with him a little in the back. He said he's hoping that he hears something very soon, and it's only a matter of time before the son of Samu is in the WWE.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, and our continued thoughts and prayers also to the Anoa'i family.
When he started, he was probably about $175, and he really put on the weight, put on the muscle, and didn't lose any of his speed. So Lance is definitely in the right direction, going in the right direction. You talk about muscle, here we go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a guy that has tasted gold in Central PA, but it has been a while. And you know he would love nothing more than to be able to climb that ladder tonight, grab that briefcase, and hold the power in his hands. The Red Scorpion, of course, many people used to seeing the long flowing locks of the Red Scorpion recently, for charity, the St. Baldrick's. A new look for the Red Scorpion, but same attitude and same wild cards, Ryan. He is a former hero for hire.
I see what you did there, Jim.
That's what I did.
All right, guys, before we get started, I'm putting y'all on the spot. Who's winning this?
I'm going to have to go with my local boy. I'm going to have to go with Bro Keller. I think there's just a ton of upside with the young upstart.
That's a strong pick, Ryan, but I got to go with my guy, Louis G. Rich. I know he's been out of the game a little bit, but he is focused. He is ready. You know, he is doing it for more than just him. I got Louis G. Rich in this one.
York, PA resident, I got to go with BJ Walker. Going to bring it back.
I'm going to go. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it.
He's short and sweet. I'm sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there. I'm going to go with a little biased hometown pick here. I'm going with Lance on Hawaii. I think the future is now, and it is here in PWE for that briefcase. I'm looking for Lance to steal the briefcase.
Yeah, we had actually spoken earlier with the announcement of the Pro Wrestling Empire returning this year. That briefcase now has another company that it could be defended or cashed in at. Really could be cashed in tonight with the new PWE champion, Eddie Smooth.
And I tell you, I don't know if Eddie Smooth, I mean, after the attack from Laszlo, if he's been taken to a local medical facility, but you gotta wonder if somebody's not going to cash in right on Eddie Smooth here tonight.
I think to begin the match, it looked like the Red Scorpion tried to throw a ladder in, and it bounced back out at him.
Didn't really work. But
I know maybe the ladder's the 8th man in this matchup. We've seen everything so far here tonight, so who knows what else is going to happen.
Jim, I'll tell you what, that briefcase looks pretty high to me.
Yeah, I don't think that tiny little ladder is going to reach it.
That 6-foot ladder, there's no way that's getting up there.
Absolutely not. Maybe unless you are Bro Keller. Maybe Ryan had the ace in the hole here.
Lance knocked off the ladder here, and
it's like a hardware store in there.
To be honest, none of those ladders really look like they can reach that briefcase.
I think this big orange one here in the corner that your guy BJ Walker's picking up might be the only one. Let's just hope it doesn't get broken in the melee here tonight.
That's those sturdy ladders from Lowe's. They're the heavy-duty ones. Takes a lot to break them. I'll tell you what, and in a ladder match with 6 guys, now 7 guys, something you have to worry about is they start swinging that ladder. Whoa, there goes the Red Scorpion with a tope suicida over that top rope.
You see somebody with the body type of Red Scorpion, you're not thinking high-flying action.
Oh, here goes BJ Walker, similar body type, on the top rope.
Scorpion better turn around.
Another Walker trying to pick his poison. Maybe he's going to take both of them, and he does.
Taking out Adrian Bliss and the Red Scorpion. And
oh man, Lewis got that one right in the throat.
That's
not Lewis, that's Colby. I'm sorry, Colby.
And again, I want to thank all the sponsors for a night to remember. Lingelstown Chiropractic, Prove It Independent Provider, Crunch Fitness, and Goombas Sauces and Salsas. Boy, that's some good stuff.
And I'm getting 2 before I leave. He better not get out of here.
My gosh, again, thank you to them and everybody for coming out to the Harrisburg Farm Show tonight. A great crowd. Open over 2 decades since wrestling was in this building, and boy, everybody's gotten their money's worth.
I was going to say, these fans really showed that they have missed
wrestling. We're going to see a flying in Hawaii real soon.
And guys, while we're thanking people, I want to thank you guys for welcoming me in tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure to sit with you 3. You guys do a tremendous job. Hopefully we can work together in the future.
Absolutely, Paul. And what a job there by Lance Hawaii coming over the top rope. I think Bro's going to get on that action.
Hawaii, what balance to land on his feet. Not paying attention. Bro Keller!
Unbelievable athleticism from Bro Keller.
But guys, that left Ryan Colby in the ring.
If I were him, I would just grab a ladder, try and get up and get that briefcase.
Grab that ladder and climb, brother.
Everybody's down on the floor.
Colby's going to fly.
There you go. He must have heard you.
He listened.
But Paul, I'll extend the thanks as well for you to sit in with us here in a couple matches tonight. And I will say this, we will work with you in the future. It's just a matter of when and where.
I hope my partners hear that at PPW because they don't even want to work with me. I'll quit. I'll come with these guys. It'll be 4-count Monday.
There you go. That's perfect.
Colby just laying waste to the competitor's super kick after super kick.
Oh, man, you talk about lethal weapons. They're on Hawaii feet.
Woohoo! And another one.
Jack in the jaw.
Lance is locked in, man. I have not seen this guy locked into this level in a long time.
And something else I noticed about Lance, the last couple times I've seen him, he's been working barefoot, the Samoan style.
Bro Keller.
Keller catches him in the chin.
And now he's back to the wrestling sneakers he has there.
I noticed the wrestling shoes tonight as well.
I hope I don't get sued by the Jacksonville Jaguars organization, but there's been a super kick party here in Harrisburg.
Now the ladders are starting to play their role in this match. BJ Walker and the Red Scorpion taking one.
Absolutely. That one that Walker just used, that looks pretty old to me. I think serial number 1 on that one.
You know what I'm not seeing at all here in this ladder match, and this shows you how much that this briefcase means everyone. A lot of times when you have a multi-man match, you see alliances form. They might be only temporary, but there is some alliances. Tonight, I haven't seen one in this 7-way match. It's every man for himself.
Very good point.
Absolutely a great observation. Oh, man!
I was wondering what Louis G. Rich was doing with that ladder. He swung for the fences and connected on the back of BJ Walker.
He almost took out Frank Boris at ringside.
Goodness sakes, Dream Street.
Frank is fleet of foot and able to escape.
Wow, I don't know about that.
I tell you what, BJ Walker, he gets ready for that table 6, table 3, whatever it is. He might be setting up the Thanksgiving table, at least in his own mind, after a shot like that.
Now it looks like Colby's going to catch one too from Louis G. Rich.
And he has that measured perfect. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, Lewis is taking some bad shots with the ladders.
He's getting
big shots.
He's getting paid back for all the months off. He's going to be feeling it tomorrow.
Hey, what a heartwarming story for him to come out here tonight. I'll tell you, I did not know that, and it brought tears to my eyes. A father of 2 boys, that's tremendous that he was able to come out here. I wish him nothing but the best. Wish his son nothing but the best.
Yeah,
and hopefully God will help them out in every way.
Louis, a spectacular guy, and yeah, I could see the emotion in his face. He came up and wished us the best, but man, it's us wishing him the best.
Absolutely.
And his family.
Well, somebody not wishing anyone the best is BJ Walker. He's cleaning house.
Absolutely. Colby to the outside. Now Scorpion sends Walker to the outside.
Scorp, I don't think that's going to be tall enough.
I got bad news for you, Scorp.
You're not the tallest in the Scorp.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh!
Wow,
what elevation for BJ Walker.
Sweet Mary, mother of Joseph.
Unbelievable.
You talk about that could have been a serious injury right there.
Yeah, absolutely. BJ Walker is just giving it all to this match, and then just took a low blow there.
Bro Keller first on his feet, spinning back kick by Keller. Now a knee. Those knees are lethal weapons. I noticed that last week when I saw him. He was throwing those knees around.
Yeah, absolutely. A physical specimen is Bro Keller. And I remember seeing him in one of his first matches and where he's come since then in Louis G. Rich.
Rich again introduced to the ladder. And Adrian
Bliss too.
Carnage in this one. And I can imagine just the sound of, cash registers in Lingelstown Chiropractic's mind as they're watching this match. My goodness. These guys are going to be hurting for days.
I know. They should just...
Oh, man!
Ladders are not supposed to snap like that. That snapping sound was...
And they're fiberglass ladders. They usually don't break like that.
Are we sure that was the ladder and not the spine?
That's a great point.
I'm not sure. I heard a ladder do that one time.
Oh.
Fisherman Buster into the thing. BJ Walker's legs caught up in that ladder, and I'll tell you what, that's one of the bigger ladders. If that's out of commission, I don't know how anybody's getting that briefcase.
What is the Red Scorpion doing?
These guys are just throwing caution to the wind.
Running senton.
This tells you what that title opportunity would mean to each one of these competitors. Unbelievable action in this main event.
Paul. We're running out of ladders here. They might have to stand on show up. I stand corrected.
The orange one's good as of now. That blue one is pretzel.
Yeah, nobody's climbing up that one. Not even the fleet of foot Bro Keller.
That was the fleet of foot Frank Boris.
Oh, yes, sorry. So something like that.
And a lot of guys don't realize, people who haven't been in a wrestling ring, that ring bounces. So to stand on a ladder in that thing, that's like trying to, stand on a Super Bowl. Because that ladder is moving as you're going up. Everybody say, how come it takes him so long to get up the ladder? That thing's not very sturdy. And you're not going to get one of these 7 guys to hold the other side for you.
You're absolutely
right there. You see it. As each step Colby takes, one part of the ladder is coming off the canvas. Oh, man, I do not like seeing that ladder buckle one bit.
Oh.
Walker with the shoulder to the ladder.
The opportunistic Louis G. Rich making his way up, maybe making my dreams come true. Walker.
I'll tell you, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Louis G. Rich caught a break there. That orange ladder was teetering. If it had fallen, it would have landed right on Lewis's head. So he caught a break there.
That looks like me after 2 beers.
Yeah.
Big stinger splash by B.J. Walker. Lance has the little ladder. He thought better of it.
Yeah, the little painter's ladder isn't going to help out.
But man, you got to feel for these guys. You think about some of the injuries in the history that of ladder matches that we've seen.
Lance climbing up the first to touch the briefcase here tonight.
But Bro and Louis G. Rich, Lee's trying to keep our bet still alive. Lance sent tumbling down. And man, these guys are just absolutely gassed.
We got 6 of the 7 competitors currently in the ring right now.
Bliss climbing up the back of the arachnid.
Yeah, they're like tandem climbing that ladder.
Now, I know.
What the hell is Bliss doing?
Whoa! It's a little unorthodox. Is this ladder buckling? 4 men sent down. Colby able to get that ladder off of its base. Tell you what, I'd never go on the back of any arachnid.
An arachnid normally would carry its babies on its back for safety, not an Adrian Bliss.
Yeah, absolutely not. I know we've been real close to the Red Scorpion and his scorpions.
We have, yeah.
Terrifying, those little things.
Tell you what, you're going to use that ladder as a battering ram, and that's exactly what Louis Rich did.
Yep, right to the ribs of Colby there.
Folded it up.
I think Lewis smart enough to realize that there needs to be a lot more damage done.
Lewis is hitting the reset button here.
Lewis pulling off the elbow pad.
Here we go. Big clothesline there. Sends Walker tumbling. Now sends Scorpion tumbling. Colby worse for wear. Bliss worse for wear.
Sexy Psycho leaving a yell.
They're a big lariat to the flying Bro Keller.
Lincoln strong here tonight, Louis G. Rich.
Now he's going to go for it.
No, now he's...
I don't think that's the one, Lewis. There you go, bud. Somebody needs to get that broken one out of there.
Yeah, that blue one's pretzeled. He's standing right in the middle of the ring. Here he goes, rung by rung, climbing.
Lance has that broken one.
Feel like Rich checking for balance, checking for durability there.
Halfway up and then all the way back down. I don't particularly like what Lance is doing.
Get closer. What is this?
No. No.
I was told he wasn't here tonight.
There's no way.
This announcement has stunned Colby. He's just standing on the ladder.
Says his return is coming.
Colby, no clue what's going on.
Sage Strong, he's from UWE.
We haven't seen Sage Strong since
been in
UWE.
He's been Puerto Rico or
Hawaii, I think.
The
been all
whereabouts
over.
of Sage Strong are a bit of a mystery,
but
fans
are stunned here. What was that?
I'm at a loss for words. I didn't think we'd ever hear the name Sage Strong in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania ever again.
In the meantime, Adrian Bliss with a very strong move, a low blow and then the eye poke, and B.J. Walker is off the ladder.
Guys, the sexy Psycho Adrian Bliss could do this.
He could, but Bro Keller, he's definitely going to have the reach advantage over Adrian Bliss.
Bro Keller's just about as long as the ladder.
My goodness, I'm surprised he couldn't reach it from the floor.
Scorpion right up, rung by rung. Both men now exchanging pleasantries on the ladder.
Big strength there by Lance to move that ladder.
Both men meeting the top rope.
I don't know if you guys can see from here, but there are pieces of the ladder all over the debris, all over the ring.
Yeah, I can see it now. My goodness, the fans on their feet here at the PA Farm Show.
Our fiberglass ladder splintering in the ring. Bliss perched way up top.
Is he going to jump on the ladder?
I wonder what he's. I don't even
Bro
think he's
Keller,
sure
Bro
what he's
Keller's,
doing.
I think, ringside there.
He leaps down onto Scorpion and Bro Keller.
I think the Red Scorpion and Keller were there.
Got to keep your eyes on the prize, guys. That briefcase is how you end this match.
Absolutely. Those guys are on the outside. Let them stay there as Lance and B.J. Walker battling it out here in the middle of the ring. Lance is going to go for it.
Lance with a rolling Solwa, a nice thrust kick there, setting himself up. Paul, your pick might be right here.
BJ slowly getting to his feet here.
But a great last-ditch effort there by BJ Walker, using that broken ladder.
Here it is, guys.
BJ's going to have to do more than that.
Hopefully we have a better decision than last week at the Kentucky Derby here, if somebody grabs his briefcase.
I was going to say my horse finished last, so don't worry about my pick.
Oh, man, I lost my shirt on that decision by Churchill Downs. Lucky for you guys, I found it.
Trading blows here.
Oh my Lord!
Broke him in half.
I don't know if the ladder or Lance broke more, but BJ is alone at the top of that ladder.
Lance is not moving, guys. Lance is not moving.
BJ just has to unclip the briefcase.
Well, I think he's having trouble.
There it is, BJ Walker.
The icon, BJ Walker. Matt, your pick, you called it.
Table for
Give that
three.
man a cigar.
That briefcase is coming back to York, PA.
The crazy thing about BJ Walker winning this, we've seen him at Valor, we've seen him at CCW, we've seen him at Atomic, we've seen him at the where's BJ Walker going to cash in?
Well, I'll tell you one place he's never been is PPW, and I'm sure my phone is going to be ringing tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Because he can cash in. Imagine the ramifications of this. 6 or 7 companies, he can have his pick anytime he wants to go where he can. You talk about an ultimate opportunity to make your name. None better than for BJ Walker now.
Every champion in the central Pennsylvania region has to be on guard now because BJ Walker is equipped with that briefcase.
And again, Eddie Smoot, one of those champions that has to keep their head on a swivel now. As you see a handshake from Louis G. Rich, the respect to BJ Walker, a guy who's fought through a lot over his career. And I think, and Louis, if you notice, Louis has his boots in his left hand, a time-honored tradition in the professional wrestling industry. And guys, as
not to be right.
Everything that has gone on, if you notice in the corner, Lance Anawahi, the security, the officials, the medical staff here have made their way to Lance. He has not moved. He has not moved since he went through that ladder. An absolutely terrifying situation potentially.
Yeah, that does not look good at all. We've got a lot of people in the corner trying to work with him here.
He's stuck in that ladder. He can't even move.
He might become part of that ladder now. Louis G. Rich looks like he's saying his goodbyes to professional wrestling, an honor to call what might be Louis G. Rich's last match here, not only in Pro Wrestling Empire or Central PA, but his last match ever, refocusing his efforts to his personal life. Thank you, Louis G. Rich.
And again, Lance
still being checked on here by the...
Well, the doctor is now at ringside. I saw the doctor walk down. And let's hope this isn't serious, guys.
Yeah, guys. I mean, I know athletes that they know if there's some sort of, if it's head or neck, they're told to be still until the medical staff can get to them. I sincerely hope that's what we're seeing here. Just a frightening scene in the midst of the celebration of BJ Walker, this retirement, this time-honored tradition for Louis G. Rich, and now they're getting Lance, I think, towards medical help. Just a wild scene here in Harrisburg.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, it's going to be cliche to say, but a night to remember indeed was had here tonight. The Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex, celebrating the history of Central Pennsylvania wrestling.
Looks like Lance is up.
That is at least a positive sign that he's moving. But
what a night of action here tonight, though.
Absolutely, and again, all champions on alert for BJ Walker. We've seen new champions crowned, friendships broken, a wild night here in Harrisburg, and it ends with what appears to be a retirement of Louis G. Rich. What a night. We thank you. Paul, again, thank you for joining us here tonight.
Absolutely, my pleasure, guys. Hopefully we're all back in October. I'll be more than happy to come.
Oh, I can't wait.
Join you guys.
Absolutely, and if nothing else, we'll stop up. We'll see you at PPW sometime. A great night, a memorable night, a night no one will ever forget here in Central Pennsylvania.